favor. Could you flick that once? All right. Now, remember, you're all a big part of the show, so the better you are, the better Larry is. Okay, now you see this gentleman? Now he's giving me this sign, and it says, we're on in 10 seconds, so get ready to have a good time. All right, here we go. This is exciting, isn't it?
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
On tape from Hollywood, the Larry Sanders Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready to go back?
Shirley Jones.
We're taking you back to the shack, baby.
Hey now.
It's Easy Paradise.
Only he brings out the
Open mic and Monday KGB bar, baby. Come on, baby. Firepower, fire. We have so much star power. We have amazing music. We have beatboxing. We have cabaret style piano. We have the best comedians in the business, and X is in the house. X is here, baby. It's Larry. Give it up for Larry. It's the best of Larry tonight, everybody. If you're watching at home,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you.
Welcome,
Thank you. Welcome to Easy Paradise Open Mic Monday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. He's going to say something.
Welcome. Thanks for coming to the show tonight. You are already so much better than last night's audience, whom came in here and looted the place. And I want to thank them for returning the couch and Hank.
Thank you. Give it up for Larry. Give it up for Larry. You know, we love Larry. He's an inspiration to us all the time. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. You're beautiful. You're magnificent. I'm kicking myself because, my simulcast is happening right now. My new vlog is premiering on YouTube as we speak. We could have been watching it the whole time. You could have been following it. Premiered at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. So if you want to do a double thing, that's totally fine. If you want to watch YouTube at the open mic, that is strongly encouraged. It's about multitasking, about touching different areas of the brain. So, exactly, simultaneously. So if you want to draw, I'm fine with that. Some of the other acts, I don't know, they might be upset. Hey, did anybody happen to read the New Haven International this week? Because Easy Paradise got a major puff piece. I mean, we paid big bucks. My PR firm, my public relations conglomerate really went out of their way to create. Have you read the article? There's a link in the bio, everybody. In the Easy Paradise bio, we got a piece of press. The great, yeah.
There were some awkward phrasings in that.
It's independent journalism, okay? We're fighting big media. We're fighting they're just buying newspapers and disbanding them. They can't do that. We need Hank Jost writing about open mics. If the phrase, I thought it was romantic. I thought it was romantic phrasing. That was like, Dickens or something. I mean, how did the people? Luke Herberman was in it. Give it up for Luke Herberman, everybody. I thought it was a nice review. Check it out. Read it, Clare Donaher, of course. How did you feel about it, Claire?
I wouldn't have used some of the words.
They should have just been like, this rising star. This is a sure bet, everybody. Claire, that's what I mean. Come on, give it up for Clare Donaher. We know we have major talent. But we do appreciate it. We appreciate the media finally taking notice. We've been, speaking of which, next Monday, actually at midnight tonight, is 365 days of Easy Paradise KGB Open Mic Monday. So it's the 1-year gala, the Met Gala next week, black tie, formal. I will be in my Tom Ford. Yes, so this one's for real, Clare Donaher. I'm sorry. Some of the themes this summer, the gathering of the Juggalos, the VMAs, not a lot of people participated. It was just a way to keep things fresh. This is for real. We're playing for keeps at the Easy Paradise. 1 year, come on. We haven't missed a Monday. This is like the Cal Ripken Jr. DiMaggio record, okay? We are here every Monday, and there's major fake pandemic out there. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We totally support masks and everything here. We're very clean, is what I'm saying. You know, I've been on this job for almost 52 weeks straight, and I have not missed a thing yet. So thank you for your hygiene, everybody, and your cleanliness. We appreciate it. Let's keep that going. So yeah, also send Russell Brand to jail. We're ready to send Russell Brand to jail. Put him in jail, throw away the key. You know, yeah, exactly. Okay, I just wanted to say that. So I'm going to read a short couple piece, just some poetry for school, okay? This is your poetry lesson, children. So it's going to be boring and painful, so get ready. Okay, so this is called Outdoor Shakespeare for Kids. I wrote this yesterday at in the rain. Like all poetry. You know, Don Yorty says he always goes to a poetry reading on nights when it rains. I think that's a great rule. I'll write a movie about anything. It's a cartoon with people. Movie stars playing house. We are our own pets. Self-feeding and walking at the appropriate times, relaxing banter, base hits, singles, needing material weekly, the all-night shift, a broadcast Siberia, splintering the last time I went to his apartment, hard guy to pin down, drawing big on the paper, a newsletter or magazine you start in your bedroom whose sole subscriber network is your parents. If it looks nice, it is nice. The bridge on the screen, the rear window on the screen, the simplicity of what they were telling, brought her mom to the reading, jumped out, the nerds destroying the gymnasium prom, a pool revealed as the floor splits beneath us, would stare at him in restaurants, force-feeding his allure, locked inside for winter except for Mondays, but in summer when the house comes with the world, like I have anything to say, they come back to the show when the leaves are in flames. Yeah. All right, and this is just a short one. This is My Chemical Romance fan fiction. The vocal cords are fine, thinner than hair. The Skywalker Ranch doesn't even have horses. Smoking weed at the rooftop farm, Bob Harris snowing on Christmas from our window, mistakenly perpendicular to the Ghost Cruise, which appeared when we talked about it. Sofia Coppola was whisked away from Bookmark, the Marc Jacobs bookstore, in a black Mercedes. I had The Virgin Suicides on DVD in college. One of the world's great filmmakers brings a bustling uproar to the corner of Bleecker and West 11th. Put it on my undergrad credit card. I'm not flying premium economy. I'm walking here, making it in New York. That's what we're here to do, baby. We're here to make it in New York. We're combining screenplays. Lure of OK Human feels like an auto reply. My Chemical Romance fanfic. Romance novel fanfic. Coffee mayhem. Everybody wore these glasses 10 years ago. Everybody get ready for literature. Get ready for poetry. Get ready to laugh, to cry, to have your eardrums soothed. Give it up. Come on. It's Easy Paradise. It's Monday night. I know it's anticlimactic. We're going to party so hard. Sofia Coppola's here. The Strokes are here. Yes, we're going to have a great time. Let's get it kicked off with, it's a 2-drink minimum. It is a 5-minute time limit per performer. You know the rules, everybody. Let's try to stick to them. Give it up for your first comedian. Give it up. This guy's a hilarious guy. We're super stoked to have him back. Can we give it up for Mo Patel, everybody? Give it up for Mohammed Patel.
Give it up for Matt, everybody! Matt Proctor. All right. Comedy. Let's go. Everybody ready? Yeah. All right. Growing up, my mother told me that I shouldn't tell people that I'm Muslim. But, like, she should have thought of that before she named me Muhammad. People say, why don't you go by your middle name? It is Abdullah. Not much better, right? Now, my full name is Muhammad Abdullah Patel, and the odds are big that might as well just be Al-Qaeda Sharia law 9/11, right? All right, fuck it. You're with her. All right. Here's a fun thing. I found out that after 9/11, museums had to start getting terrorist insurance, right, on top of their regular art insurance. So they had to, like, look out for acts of God and acts of Allah.
Hey.
Ah, man.
You Muslim?
Did you just start listening?
I'm Muslim too. What's up?
What's up, dude? I don't like it that much. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I like jokes about it. I like terrorist jokes.
Define terrorist joke to me.
One, I was telling my friend on 9/11.
All right, well, you can tell the joke on your fucking time, all right? This is Papa's time. I don't know, man. My dad would teach me lessons in weird ways, man. I remember that. I remember one time we were driving around. We were in Chicago. I was in the passenger seat. My father was driving and smoking a cigarette. And we stopped at this red light, and this car pulls up next to us, and the guy rolls down his window, and he says to my father, "Hey, you really shouldn't blow smoke in your son's face." And then my father hit me in front of him. And then the light turned green, and we drove off. And that's how I learned how to mind my own goddamn business, everybody. My mom, I was talking about her. My mom always wanted me to be a doctor. She even told people I studied pre-med. But I studied ancient Greece and the Roman Empire, which is kind of shitty medical training. Like, oh, you're sick? Did you try sacrificing a goat? Oh, that didn't work. We go old school, get some leeches up in here. Oh shit, you've got chlamydia. Yeah, that's a curse. You're gonna have to fuck that goat. But yeah, like I said, I studied the classics, ancient Greece, the Roman Empire. There's a lot of fun times, a lot of fun stories from that time period, right? One of my favorites is Oedipus Rex. Do we know Oedipus?
Yeah.
Right? Like he's if you don't know, he's most famously known for having sex with his own mother. But he did other things, right? No, yeah, he did. He saved the town. He killed a sphinx. He solved a riddle. What have you done today?
Got a closing.
What?
I got a closing today.
You got a closer?
Closing. Yeah, closing. They call me Mariano Rivera.
All right, man, shut the fuck up, all right? Did you fucking kill a sphinx? No, okay?
Let me against the space. I'll fuck that up.
It's my time. It's Daddy's time. No, but like, I want to write a sequel to Oedipus Rex where he fucks other people's moms, right? I'm gonna call it Oedipus Rex Your Mom's Pussy. Thank you. This is better when people don't interrupt at the punchline, you know? When I was in middle school, we had to do this project where we had to write about teenage problems, and I wanted to write about teenage pregnancy. But my teacher said, no, I don't think that's a problem you're going to have to worry about, Muhammad. I don't even know if you're going to have to worry about adult pregnancy. I'm here to say I'm having sex now, and it is pretty cool. Actually, I slept with this girl recently. She finished first. Give it up for that. All right. Well, she said she was done. Actually, she said, are you almost done? And I said, well, are you done? And she said, I might as well be. But sex is weird, guys. Sex is weird. I was sexting this girl with my penis or whatever. And in the throes of passion, she looks at me and says, I want you to be bad. And I said, all right. I'm a bad boy. I hurt animals. And then she said, be less bad. And I said, okay. They were all war criminals. I'm like Batman if he was punching an actual penguin, you know? And I know penguins are cute or whatever, but this one was directly responsible for the Armenian genocide. Yeah, blame the whole thing on a turkey. Fucking Muslims guys got the headphones in now. man.
Nothing personal.
Nailed it. I just thought we had a bit of solidarity, but nope. He's like, this guy's not doing terrorist jokes. I'm out. All right, let's get Matt Proctor back up here, everybody.
Give it up for Mo Patel. The crowd work. The crowd work. We're just getting the blood going, all right? That's what it's about. Give it up one more time for Mo Patel, everybody. Fantastic. All right. It's profane illumination tonight, okay? We're going to get high from reading and intelligence. It's profane illumination. So let's get some profane illumination going on. This guy came last week. He blew the doors. Can we get Nick Kaminski up? Is it possible we could get Nick Kaminski up to play some tunes for us? Give it up for Nick Kaminski, everybody.
All right. So this is a tune. It is the opening number of a musical about a very small hero. I dream of living on a higher plane. I dream of living in a world of wonder. But all my brothers call me insane. That life is perfect here down under. I dream of living under wide open skies. I can make it if I try. I'm just a sperm cell. I've got a lot to learn. Hell, but the world, my greatest elation would be impregnation. I'm just a spermy guy looking for a sunny sky. When will that day arrive? When I will be alive. Journey is risky indeed, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. If the path gets testy, I'll lead my brothers in my wake. To meet the egg, you've gotta have gall. It's better than living in a ball. I'm just a sperm cell. I've got a lot to learn, hell, but the world could be my oyster if I just leave this cloister. It would be my preference to leave the vast deference. When will that day arrive? When I will be alive. This is the Sondheim part. Maybe I'm scared, a touch unprepared, but I know in my gut, hell, there's more than this nutshell that my brothers have shared. I will delve the darkest depths. My fears I'll shelve as I take these steps. If I survive, I'll be I'm just a sperm cell. I've got a lot to learn, hell. But what if it was me that won the sperm Grand Prix? Thanks. Do I have time for a second? All right. I'm gonna flip this guy. Stay. Maybe not. All right. I swear I'll never have this problem. There we go. Usually I pick up one of those pills from 7-Eleven before I come, but... this is a song about someone we all know. Woke up this morning feeling totally blessed, 'cause tonight I knew I'm gonna do what I do best. And I feel this confidence inside, it's unreal. Couldn't stop if I tried, and though it's not earned, it's a fact. I have learned that just 'cause I'm me, people tend to agree. I will not captivate. You'll see I'm not that great, I'm just a straight man at a cabaret. So sit back, relax, and listen to me as I sing something by JRB, then maybe a song from Company in tow. I don't have range, but there's lots of roles I can play. I've got loads of lesser on my resume, and I'm a shoo-in for a show by Lerner and Lowe. With my hand in my pocket, I'll croon some old tune from Brigadoon. It's not up for debate. You don't have to be first rate if you're a straight man at a cabaret. But sometimes late at night I gaze out at a star. After fucking the waitress from the piano bar, I feel like I'm a phony and I sigh. I'm not into sports, I can't catch a bass. I always felt more welcome in my drama class. I feel I'm expected to be maleness perfected, and I cry. There's a part of me that feels I don't belong, but I hide it away at the cabaret. As we change the key, I wonder how big's the market for hetero dudes who just park and bark it. But for how long can I bang these theater chicks? Why, yes, I can sign your playbill, because it won't be long before I'm playing a grandpa at a regional theater in the suburbs of Tampa, or worse, Ben Franklin in 1776. There's a song about a fucking turkey. But before all that comes to pass, you bet your ass I'm gonna live. I'll play it macho and won't despair. I'll fuck that waitress and sing Javert. And while to you it may seem unfair, while I'm not that great, I guess it's just my fate to be the straight guy at the cabaret. Thank you.
Give it up for Nick Kaminski, everybody. Damn. It's good. Good rhyming. Amazing rhyming there. Students, are you paying attention to the rhyme schemes? Okay, so can we get America Murphy up? Is that possible? Give it up for the great America Murphy, everyone. Once again, it's a 2-drink minimum, 5-minute time limit per performer.
Usually I play. Hello? Namaste. Usually I play ukulele, so this might be rough, so you're welcome. take the only road you know. It's not the one that takes you home. And I'm waiting up again. This is good to end. You're taking everybody home. Don't make their beds, don't call their phones. The saddest thing is even then they'd still let you in. Can you even tell the difference? So try to clear your guilty conscience. You failed and barely perfect. That doesn't mean I honestly don't think I remember how to play piano. Break your bread, you drink your wine. You get the ghost on out by night. The screams may pass and then you will wonder, is this real? Thank you.
I thought it was beautiful. Give it up for America Murphy. The middle D is the Thelonious Monk key. You get a flat with that one for free, so we throw that in. Give it up for America Murphy, everybody. One key, two tones. I mean, that's pretty lucky, I'd say. All right, we're going to keep going. That was amazing. Give it up one more time for America Murphy. Beautiful. All right, we've got a debut performer. Can we get Chris Barnard up? Is that possible we get Chris Barnard? I think he's going to talk about science, okay? So this is your science. Get ready to learn something.
I guess what we say is give it up for America Murphy, is that right? So give it up for America Murphy. I'm Chris, and I'm from South Africa, and I used to be a heart surgeon when my hands work, but they don't, so I talk. I give speeches. And so that's why I'm here tonight. I'm here to talk to you, and I'm also here to ask you a question, which is a lie. Because why I'm really here is the same reason why I give speeches, and it's the same reason why I became a heart surgeon, is because it's two competing things. First of all, I'm a bit of an egotist. I think that my stuff is really important. I think if there's something wrong with you, I say, get a knife in my hand and I'll fix you. I think if you're in my way, I assume it's because your head is up your ass, because I'm always prepared. And I also talk and became a surgeon because I can see clearly that a lot of us are not happy, myself included. I resolved to become a doctor when I was 10. I heard my parents crying, and I went around the corner and I saw they were looking at a picture of my big brother Abraham, who died when he was 6 months old. And Abraham died of what was an inoperable congenital heart defect. And I saw my parents, who were miserable people, I saw them crying, and I thought, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to become a doctor. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to make them happy. And so I resolved to do that. Nothing stood in my way. And I became a surgeon. And if someone was in my way, I assumed their head was up their ass. So I broke rules, and I broke the law a little bit. And I bent ethics. And this is what I'm about to say is true. All of it is true. But there are people alive today who are alive because I broke rules and because I broke the law. And if I had been alive and a surgeon when my big brother Abraham was 6 months old, he would not have died. And there is some really good news for everyone in this room. We are in the middle of a surgical and medical revolution that began about 150 years ago. Today, we do not die of the same things that we died of 150 years ago. We just don't. We just don't. And there's even more good news. And the more good news is we are still in this surgical and medical revolution that's frankly led by people like me who break the rules and sometimes get their comeuppance. We are still in the middle of this surgical and medical revolution, so I just had cancer, I had it cut out, I'm fine. God forbid you've got cancer or diabetes or any of these terrible things, but the good news is in 10 years and 20 years and 50 years, all that shit will be eradicated. This is true. This is true. Now the bad news. Even though we do not die of the things we died of 150 years ago, we still die, and we're still depressed, and we still kill ourselves, and we still kill other people at the same rate that we did 150 years ago. And there's every reason to believe that even though, God forbid you have cancer, it's going to be gone 10 years, 25 years, 50 years, diabetes, MS, all these things are going to be gone. But I think there's every reason to believe after all those things are gone, we will still kill ourselves and other people at the same rate that we did 150 years ago. So I think back to when I was looking at my parents crying at that picture of my big brother Abraham, and I thought, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make them happy. You know what? I could save their son's life, but I can't make them happy. I couldn't have made them happy. So remember when I said I had a question? I was here to ask you a question. Here's the question. Has all of this shit been worth it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
What's this shit?
Say again?
What's this shit?
The fact that I've devoted my life, that so many people have devoted my life, risk takers like myself, and I don't mean to say that I'm better than anyone else. I'm saying that I'm obsessed and I'm addicted to taking risks. Okay? And that's why I got a knife in my hand. That's why I cut people up. And I did save lives, but I did take risks. Has all of this been worth it? This is what I'm talking about. Because I went into this thinking that we could make people happy, and we don't. We just save lives. And I don't think it makes people happy. And I'm sorry to get angry. That's one of the things that I'm working on. Is my time up? I think it is. Thank you.
Give it up for Chris Barnard, everybody. That was hardcore. I loved it. Give it up for Chris Barnard. Was it all worth it? Come on. Yes. That was beautiful. We love talking. We love talk artists. We love that. That's all you have to do. Give it up one more time for Chris Barnard. That was fantastic. We loved it. All right. I am tagging everybody in the Easy Paradise stories. If you want to check out any of these artists, go to the Easy Paradise Instagram and check out the stories, and you can check out their whole world of content out there. Do we have Anna Koppelman? Can we get Anna Koppelman up, everybody? Give it up for Anna Koppelman.
Wow, what a thing to follow. I'm a girl and I'm 5'9". I'm a girl and I'm 5'10", so I'm basically a walking human lie detector. The other day I was talking to a guy who's an inch shorter than me, and I was like, how tall are you? And he was like, oh, I'm 5'10". And I was like, well, now I know that you're actually 5'8", because I'm only 5'9". No, I am tall. It's probably like the only good genetic trait I got from my parents. I have an older brother, and he got all the good ones, and I got like the leftovers. Like, I'm allergic to peanuts. My older brother can eat anything. I have severe dyslexia. My older brother went to Harvard. As a kid, I had such bad eyesight that I had to wear like an eye patch. And like, as a kid, my brother had friends. So he got a lot of the good ones. We do have like this, the only thing he doesn't have though is he's like kind of short. So we play this game with each other. We used to a lot when we were kids, where like we'll trade ailments for inches, you know? He'll be like, oh, I'd take your peanut allergy for 2 inches. And I'm like, no, I actually think it's only 1. And one day we were playing this game for a while, and at the end of the day, my mom came into my room, and she was like, Anna, that game just like makes me really sad. Do you really think your brother's that insecure about his height? No, I did, like, I had a lot of issues as a kid. Like, I couldn't read, and I wore an eye patch until I was in, like, 4th grade. And I couldn't read because of the severe dyslexia, but, like, the eye patch was a fun fashion choice. It wasn't, but can you imagine? No, when I was in 1st grade, I tried to play with this group of kids at recess, and they were like, you can't play with us. This is for the smart kids only, the Smart Kids Club. And the next year, my parents actually switched me to a school for kids with disabilities. And there, I was a part of Smart Kids Club. I was the only one, but it felt really good to be on top for once. I'm currently getting an MFA in fiction at NYU. Which I feel like, I don't know, it feels kind of like when somebody with like a really small dick buys a fancy car. Like, everyone would believe I'm a lot more secure if I just settled for like a mid-level marketing position. But it is weird starting school because like I'm around a lot of like really like smart people. The other day I was talking to this girl and she was like, I hate French literature. Like, I just don't get people's obsession with the French. Like, they're so immoral and greedy and territorial. And I was like, oh my God, was your ex-boyfriend French too? And she was like, no, I'm talking about colonization. I was like, yeah, me too, totally. I was. In a sense, he colonized my heart, which she didn't agree with, which was strange to me. It made me miss my friends, because I'm friends with a bunch of, like, brunch girls, you know? Where, like, if I was like, he colonized my heart, they'd be like, yeah, and then he pillaged it. So it was an adjustment. I do love my friends. The other day, one of them was like, Anna, you have the best stories. I was like, thank you. I manifest them with all my bad decisions. I don't know. I do think that like modern romance isn't that romantic, but I'm like actively willing it to be, you know? Like the other day I was making out with this guy and he went to unbutton my pants and I stopped him. I was like, do you have casual sex often, or am I like really special? He could tell I was nervous though, so he was like, we don't have to have penetrative sex tonight. And I was like, dude, the fact that you just clarified it made it really weird. Because it does imply we do have to have oral. I feel weird about blowjobs because like I enjoy them, but I can't imagine another woman who respects herself doing it. It feels kind of similar to like doing dishes, where like I'll do them, but I think a better feminist wouldn't. Like, I just can't picture Gloria Steinem on her knees in Bushwick. And that's for me to contend with. Thank you.
Give it up for Anna Koppelman. Are you doing any shows or anything coming up?
Yes, I have a show on Wednesday on the Delancey rooftop that I'm producing that you should all check out at Pucker Comedy. Thank you.
Check out Pucker Comedy and that Delancey Rooftop Show. That sounds very cool. Give it up one more time for Anna Koppelman. Hilarious. All right, so we have Annabeth. Man, you are on deck. Can we get these next act? Were so nice. We were talking before the open mic. They're all the way from Canada, from Vancouver, Canada. They came to New York just to rock your socks off here tonight. Can we get Steve Horvat and Mary Garnett Edwards, everybody? Give it a big round of hands. Steve.
Andreas Schultz.
And Andreas Schultz.
But Mary Garnett Edwards is the main act. We're the sidekicks.
So,
can you plug in?
Sure.
I'm Mary Garnett Edwards. Spilling out over the stage. Sure. Great.
How are you, Mary?
I'm hanging in. Thank you all for having us. Yes, we come from a very pristine, beautiful city, but it is the Wild West.
Nice.
We have some pretty wild stuff going on in Canada. Yes, that's why I am dressed the way I am. At 66. So tonight we're going to do some original songs. This song is called I Had a Dream, and it's written by John Holbrook, my 75-year-old folk rock friend.
I had a dream, and you were in it. You were my guiding light. You took me places I never dreamed of. You showed me a path that was right. I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream. I can be wrong. I have been unworthy. I've made mistakes in the past. I must admit, I was in a hurry. Things don't always come when you ask. There have been times when I'd stopped and wondered, when would my life begin? I always dreamed I would love somebody, someone whose heart I would win. I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream. Yeah. You took my hand when I was weak and broken. You gave me a home in your heart. You gave me your love with words unspoken. You held me close in the dark. Yeah, I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream.
song I wrote. It was the song that I wrote when I was pissed off at Kyle Stein. Yes, I did love Kyle Stein. But then there was a moment when I didn't love Kyle Stein. So this is my Kyle Stein song, and it's called Poisoned.
Of coffee, one special for you. I've laced it with poison just to kill you. My lips say they love you. My heart has grown cold. I hold out the coffee. I shove it at you. Drink it. I wait for the moment, the last drop to drink. I stand on the front porch, my mind is a brink. Oh, inside the house, I hear a faint cry. My heart's growing colder, no tear in my eye.
One lump or two.
Yeah, nothing feels better than a kiss off goodbye. When you said that you loved me, should've known it's a lie. All the times you deceived me and left me to cry. Now I got you, I caught you, and I leave you to die. And I leave you to die. Yeah, 2 cups of coffee, one special for you. I laced it with poison just to kill you. 2 cups of coffee, one special for you. I've laced it with poison just to kill you. Drink it.
Thank you, Matt.
One more. We can do one.
Get it up for Steve Horvat, Mary Garnett Edwards. What was your name, sir?
Andreas.
Andreas, everybody. Yeah. Steve Horvat, Andreas, and Mary Garnett Edwards. Man, that sounded great. Like Canadian, that sounded great. Mary Garnett Edwards was saying she was married, she was raising a kid, and so she's coming out to pursue her dream and to entertain you people after 30 years. So give it up for Mary Garnett Edwards. That sounded beautiful. We loved it. 1 lump or 2, that was fantastic. We were in the palm of your hand there. Give it up one more time for Steve Horvat, Andreas, and Mary Garnett Edwards. All right, so we have Ashley is on deck. The great Ashley is on deck. Tariq, you are in the hole. Tariq Bluman. Can we get the hilarious Anabeth Mann? Give it up for Anabeth Mann. We're so excited to have her back. She's hilarious.
Hello. Thank you all for being here. Mary, you have an awesome voice. That was really awesome. Give it up again for Mary, please. That was really cool. I'm Anabeth. A little about me. I was born in Kansas, but I had to move up north after a tornado ruined my reputation. The cat didn't seem like it wanted to live. It just locked it in, you know? What else? I'm bisexual, or as the DSM-1 calls it, multiple sexuality disorder. I think I'm bi most of the time, except for when I go to karaoke, and then I'm straight questioning. My second date ever with a woman, I was still in the closet, and to everyone else. And she invited me to go out with her and her friends to karaoke. Have you ever heard of karaoke? It's karaoke that's true to itself. Because what is karaoke if not a poor man's drag, right? I didn't know that gay people and straight people, they seem to take karaoke a little differently. For straight people, karaoke's for fun. For gay people, it is for sport. They love it. They don't even use the screen. They know all the words already. I didn't know that, and when I did karaoke, I decided to sing Ave Maria, to which I know neither the words nor the language. Yeah, it didn't, nothing happened after that. Here's something. I used to have a rape whistle, but I never used it. Flex. So I pawned it off to some guy, making it, once again, just a regular whistle. Difference between regular whistles and rape whistles, it's not in their appearance, it's just that one stops assault and one stops double dribbles. It's funny. I got a new job recently. Thank you. I'm really excited. It's the most responsibility I've ever had in a job. I'm a manager. I'm a manager of a bar. Yeah. So when people have to talk to the manager, they gotta talk to me, which I find really fun. And this is kind of bad. My first act as manager, I started hooking up with one of my bartenders, which it's like, yeah, ooh, yeah, you know, it's cool. But I'm also concerned because, you know, I'm the manager. I'm in the power position, and you know, there's sexual harassment. But then my friend said something to me that made me think otherwise. It's, can you sexually harass somebody named Derek? I also work at a cafe for dogs. Has anyone ever heard of one of these? Yeah, heck yeah. We serve dogs and humans. Yeah, it's like a dog park that sells avocado toast. That's basically what we are. What else? Yeah. So customers bring their dogs, baristas give them coffee, and then I clean their pee. And I also sell things like pup tarts and pup cakes and Aperol spritzes. It's terrible. But because I pick up dog excrement all the time, I'm not allowed to touch any human food or human drinks, which makes sense. But one time a homeless guy came into the cafe and he asked me for water. And I said, I'm really sorry, but you have to go to the human side to get that. I don't have any water. And he said, you're going to get me a water. To which I said, sir, I can't get you a water, but I could give you a Pario. Would that help you? In reality, I didn't say that. The only thing that got him to leave was an old man. I call him Old Greg. He just stood up and stood right in front of me. And that was all it took. That's more of just a thought. Anywho, wow, I'm almost done. How much time do I have left, Matt? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll say that I'm considering myself a pretty chill guy, but if I don't get a cat soon, I'm gonna lose it. It's been so hard to get a cat. I thought that you could just kind of walk in and get one, and I walked by this rescue place and I saw a cool cat, and so I went inside and they were like, okay, yeah, like here's an application. Next step, we're gonna do a home visit. And they did not give me a cat because I don't have screens in my windows. And I'm like, how can this be? How can it be that you have to jump through so many hoops to get a cat, but if you want a human baby, you only have to jump through one hoop? Nuva ring, right? That's all I have. Thank you, I'm Annabeth. Oh, I would like to say that on Friday the 29th, I'm producing it's half comedy show, half dog agility contest. So let me know if you're interested. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Give it up for Anabeth, man. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. And go check out the Dog Cafe on Avenue A. Give it up one more time for Anabeth, man, everybody. All right, so does anybody have a dongle? I need a dongle for the 3.5 millimeter. If anybody has a dongle. All right, thank you. I'll see you in just 1 second. Thank you. Oh, it's Jason King. That's everybody. It's Jason King. Of course, give it up for Jason King. All right, so, well, maybe let's get Ashley. Ashley is back in school. She's in a class. It's about news that isn't news or something. It's some kind of funky Ivy League. I don't know. Maybe she'll tell you about it. Give it up for Ashley. I think it's the one sentence novel. Give it up for Ashley, everybody.
Hi. Yeah, I'm back with the next edition of the one-sentence novel. You can take a shot every time Weezer is mentioned. You can start it whenever. Some woman next to us knocked her wine all over Matt's quail. Had an espresso martini. Everything was blurry, caught in a haze. Those days, I just couldn't wait to wake up in his arms. I was fast asleep when I turned 23. Checked my phone to see good bad news about my roommate around 1 a.m. Celebrated my birthday in the city rain, outside Tartine with a decadent steak sandwich, and zero notion of what aging a single year meant under a plaid umbrella. I wanted to freeze the frame. I only had 5 days left in New York. 5 days left with Noah and Joycey until the new year. How the beginning of this year felt like an eternity ago. And I would never go back. I couldn't. I moodily stomped through Soho as Matt waited for me outside stores. I was just trying to pass time before my party without getting too attached to the moment. I was never good at goodbyes. The Prosecco cheese I bought for the party smelled funky, and Matt was nice enough to return it for some blue cheese and brie. Shaka got me the MoMA Merritt Oppenheim exhibition book. I didn't remember seeing him since the first time I'd eaten a cheeseburger at the Chelsea, or that first time we caught happy hour at Zest. We drank beers on Fede's roof when it stopped raining. All my friends dropped by. I joked that we should make t-shirts that say I fell down the spiral staircase at Ashley's birthday, and all I got was this shirt, but nobody fell. Everyone fixed Henri's arm throughout the night, but it kept bending. Weezer sang happy birthday right before we cut the strawberry shortcake. Jim got me the Blue Album on vinyl. Noah and I chugged the last of the Prosecco, didn't jump onto the FDR while listening to Liability by Lorde. Threw up choking on Matt's dick, showered and made up. 23 felt like hell, still a crybaby. Eddie said it would be freaking awesome. Dug my face into Matt's croissant, said goodbye to Matt in my I guess this is goodbye shirt, but it wasn't actually goodbye. Yet, Noah and I missed the train to Poughkeepsie, so we waited on the platform for an hour, dove straight into the pool, hard kombucha secured on my rainbow pool float, sang Weezer in the garage as it flooded, spent the night in front of a projection of a fireplace. It was a blur of shrooms and coke and rosé. Took indie-sleeve photos and heart-shaped sunglasses and a pink balloon that said, "Sorry, I'm such an asshole." One night swimming, Noah's phone died. During the world has turned and left me here. Then rebirthed itself in Avalon's bedroom as he stared into a painting of a deer. Claimed he was baptized. I was ready to jump into oblivion and never return. Took him to the creek the next morning before we had to get back on the train. Listened to Slow Dive in a Tesla, staring at the trees through the sunroof. Cried all the way back, tried to hide the tears, went to sleep when I returned. And we watched Little Miss Sunshine later that night. Sent the rest of my zines to all of my friends across the country. Took passport photos for fun at Ramoa. It somehow allowed me to tilt my head, still worthy of a headshot. Ran into Matt outside Codex with my hibiscus tea from Think Coffee. Sat there for a while reminiscing until KGB gave him a wallet photograph to remember me by, you know, like that Weezer lyric. I talked for hours to your wallet photograph and you just listened. You laughed enchanted by my intellect, or maybe you didn't. I lingered on the street for a little bit, getting lost in the crowd before I headed to Noah's work for pasta. Didn't stay for long. We drank Tall Boys when he got off, said our goodbyes, watching Somewhere, a bittersweet way to end the summer. I still had a summer waiting for me in California. Dragged myself to LaGuardia as soon as possible because I didn't want to mope around. Watch Matt's new vlog. You're in his DMs, I'm in his set, never beating the Ghost World allegations. Couldn't wait to get drunk in Beverly Hills blasting the Weezer song. Do you believe what I sing now? Matt sent me Rivers covering Where Is My Mind, then said, I meant this one, and sent Pumped Up Kicks. I only listened to the Californian trilogy on the plane. I couldn't believe I hadn't seen my mom since December. Matt sent me a video of KGB playing a song off Maladroit, and I felt at home. I was still on East Coast time. I wanted to sulk, but I couldn't bring myself to. I kept getting texts from people to enjoy Cali. I was somehow chill enough to not cringe at the term Cali. Matt was right. 3 weeks isn't a very long time. I kept passing by driverless cars. My mom and I went to Palo Alto where I splurged at Brandy Melville, even bought a tank top for Carmel by the Sea. Missed the appeal of huge Targets I could get lost in and bought the Chelsea boots I'd wanted since I was 17. My mom wondered how I got so into Weezer. It's a sick inside joke. We've been listening to them on repeat after hearing that Jason Schwartzman and Wes Anderson bonded over Pinkerton. I loved how I kept referring to my friends and me as we, because we're a threatening unit. Contrary to popular belief, my favorite band is not Weezer, sorry. I tweeted something like, I want to befriend all your ex-wives, but that was glib, and I didn't mean it. I don't know, sometimes my tweets are just autofiction. Imagine being on a quarter system. Forgot that one of the things I loathe most in the world is finding parking. Recreated the steak sandwich, put my hair in braids, and took Henri to see some art. Worked out at Chase Center and got a huge butterfly painted on my face. Caught the end of the City Lights 70th anniversary reading. Julian had some kid throw water on him before he read. Only Gen X men from California are allowed to say rad. I'm throwing tomatoes at Rivers during Thank You and Goodnight because I loathe that song. Slipped out to get sushi with my dad, then saw the clientele at the chapel. Every twee band just wants to be the Kinks so badly. It was a fever dream. I have had a strange personal yet charming encounter with each member of April magazine. I ran into some friends I met at Vesuvio last December. Smoking outside is the only way we congregate. I was afraid if I went on a walk, I'd just end up crying. Conjuring summer at its peak, I drifted into a lost dream, conversing with Julian for over 2 hours over dinner in the Richmond before emerging into the fog above the remains of Sutro bats. Driving softly through darkness, I played Chalk Flowers on repeat because I had nothing else to describe how I felt, far away, yet closer to everything I'd ever known. It's kind of like when evening comes the moment you aren't looking, and it did, and it was warmer than usual. I was surprised. I wanted nothing more than to run into the waves with Matt. I was driven past my old elementary school. When I came back home, somebody had let the lights on, and all that I am has changed. Thank you.
Give it up for Ashley in the one-sentence novel. Exposing our personal life for everyone. That's what we do best. All right. Give it up one more time for Ashley, okay? She's in school. She's got 5 hours of class tomorrow, okay? So this is just one aspect of the curriculum. This is uncredited, okay? This is a uncredited university. We're taking over the higher education, believe me. Okay, so we've got Hope Phillips. You are on deck. Frank Magnolia, you're in the hole. Can we get Tariq Bluman up to do some comedy? Give it up for Tariq.
What the fuck are you thinking? I know what you're thinking. When did Mark Ruffalo get so fucking fat? Laugh if you've never seen a white-looking person called Tariq before. How about a guy called Tariq with a British accent? You know, the other day, somebody accused me of gentrifying black names. Like all the negative impact I have in the world, I blame it on my parents. So you might have guessed from my name that I'm mixed race. You're correct. I'm in fact half giant, which is the biggest minority. I only mention it because people say you should be comfortable in your body, but whoever said that has never been 6'5" on a Spirit Airlines flight. But no, really, I am mixed race, not like the decathlon. I'm African, white, and South Asian, so really it's more like the triathlon. You know, being mixed race, the thought often occurs to me, if you could pick your race when you were born, what would you pick? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Yeah, so my mother's English and my father is from Uganda. If he ever caught me doing something naughty, he would say, Tariq, you should not be doing that. Because he doesn't actually have an accent. He's been in the UK since he was 12. Although I guess to you Americans, he does. He does have an accent. Context is everything, right? You know, one of the benefits of being an undercover diversity quota, or as I also like to say, white but not quite, is that white people do feel comfortable being racist in front of me. And by white people, I mean my mother being racist to my dad. Yeah, so I'm very glad that my father gave me a better childhood than he had, but he was a refugee. See, then the bar's pretty low. Jokes are funny if you explain them, right? I'm here on a visa. Say I got kicked out of the States. You know that saying's true, right? Like father, like son. What have we learned from the last 2 minutes of tepid laughter? Immigrants are ruining this country. That's what I like to say to myself when I want to feel special. It's also what I say to my dad when I'm losing arguments with him back home. You know, there's a lot to get used to about moving to the USA. The two things I'll highlight is one, the safety, and secondly, the fact that you barbarians do not use bidets when you do a shit. So I moved to New York City about 2 years ago, the tail end of the pandemic. A lot of people ask me, Tariq, why did you move to New York City at the tail end of the pandemic? And I tell them that I knew New York City's back. How do I know? Because I got mugged in February of that year. And to deal with the safety and the fact that you don't use bidets over here, I bought two things. I bought a pepper spray and I bought a personal bidet, which is a small black plastic container. You fill it with water. When I got mugged, I actually confused these things. I started spraying the muggers with my bidet. I told them it had been in my arse. it actually had very much the same effect as the pepper spray. The much more painful misunderstanding was when I maced my anus. Reminded me of this joke I have, which is whenever anyone tells me someone a spicy food destroyed their anus, I always tell them you're supposed to put it in your mouth. The other thing I like about New York is I learn in New York Public Library books, you can download them directly to your Kindle. So now, instead of going to the library, I masturbate at home. Thank you very much. Give it up for Matt Proctor.
Give it up for Tariq. Hilarious stuff. Look, if you want to get higher in the order, give me money. Give me money. Throw money at me, okay? It's perfectly legal. It's perfectly acceptable. If you want to get, I will put you right to the top list. But the algorithm is speaking to me. What is it saying? It's saying, pow, ahimsa, you are in the hole. Pow. Frank Magnolia, you're on deck. We got amazing names in the house. Can we give it up for this next act? I believe it's an Easy Paradise debut. Can we give it up for Hope Phillips, everybody? We're going to welcome Hope Phillips now.
Hi, so I'm so sorry to disappoint everybody, but the algorithm is lying to you. This is my first time at Easy Paradise. Thank you so much. That's so kind. So I moved here about a year and some change ago. So when I moved here, I tried to take a bus, but the key word in that sentence is tried. My best friend and I, we waited at the train station for 4 hours, like it was a plane, because we were very worried about missing the bus. We didn't miss the bus missed us. We watched it go. It did not stop. If we had known that was going to happen, we could have brought some old-timey handkerchiefs and waved like it was a cruise ship in the 1900s. But we weren't prepared for that, so we didn't do that. So I moved here on a plane instead since the bus didn't work out. I only brought one suitcase, and I really felt that the first night of my first sublet. It was so special. I slept on a bathrobe. And what's crazy is I got a girlfriend before I got any real furniture. So I was just scrolling on Tinder like, oh, I can do better than that. But actually, no, you can't. What if she has a bed frame? But if she doesn't have a bed frame, wedding bells. We could be the 20-something lesbian Ninja Turtles. And that's the real reason that I moved to New York. Yeah. So I am from the suburbs, and the thing I miss the most about the suburbs is Walmart. You can get anything there. My first apartment, I got everything I needed in just one trip. You can get a gun at Walmart. You can get an abortion at Walmart. Except I'm lying to you, because you can't get an abortion at Walmart, but you can get coat hangers. And Trader Joe's and Target, they just don't have the same versatility that Walmart has. I actually get really creeped out whenever I'm in a Trader Joe's because everybody there is so friendly. And I just don't think that it's natural for anybody working in retail to be that happy. It makes me feel like I'm in a horror movie or like I'm at Chick-fil-A in the South. So when I get the chance, I'm at checkout, and I'll say to the guys, I'm like, hey, you can tell me, like, we're good. I'm not going to tell anybody. Just be real with me. You know, like when you think your dog speaks English. And then the cashier, for a second, I can see them thinking about, like, telling me the truth, the scoop, but they never do. And they always get back to, they remember their brainwashing, and they pick my toilet paper out of my bag, and they're like, this is my favorite fall find. Oh my God. So one of my favorite things about living in New York is no matter what happens, I tell myself, wow, this could be an episode of Seinfeld. I got a breast sonogram in February. Da, 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 da. I don't have insurance, But I also don't have cancer, so that's great. Thank you. So the last thing I'll tell you guys is I accidentally went out with an allegedly straight guy. He took me to see his favorite musical. I know, right? Red flag number 1. But he courted me by aggressively liking my Instagram stories, which is like fine. But it's not, because in a lot of these stories, I was coming out as a lesbian. This is a cis man. Someone got confused here, and it wasn't me. So on the not date, he said to me, "Tell me about yourself." No man has ever said that unless you wanted to sleep with a woman. And I said, I wanted to get to the point. I said, "I'm a lesbian." He says, "Fully?" No, my right arm is bisexual on Tuesdays. I'm 93% lesbian, but I'm working towards the extra credit. Yeah. So I said, yes, nip that in the bud. He asked me what it was like to be gay. I didn't know we were playing 20 questions. I also thought that he knew what it was like to be gay. So I said to him, everybody else will know before you do. And then the lights dimmed and the overture for his favorite musical, Phantom of the Opera, started. Thank you, guys. I'm Hope Phillips.
Give it up for Hope Phillips, everybody. Very funny. The comedy stylings of Hope Phillips. Give it up one more time. I love the notebook. I love the spiral-bound notebook, just in hand. That's how it's done. Okay, so we have Carly Polistina. You are in the hole. Pau Ahimsa, you are on deck. We have Match coming up, Angel Lugo coming up, Jake Vevrov, Luke Herberman, Shelby Latterman, Kevin Boots, and more. Can we get Frank Magnolia? Frank Magnolia. Are you out there, buddy? Oh, you're such a cool name. All right, maybe how about Pau? Pau Ahimsa. Pau, are you fucking me here on my own show? You're embarrassing me in front of all these people? All right, no big deal. All right, can we get Carly Polistina up? Give it up for Carly.
Right on the piano. Hello. Thank you. So, a guy friend of mine asked me, Carly, do women really play dumb to get men to be attracted to them? I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Who here thinks that they're, like, bad at small talk? Right? Like that. Like I would also consider myself as somebody that's bad at small talk. Yeah, we should stop being proud of that. I'm so sorry. Like there are benefits to small talk, and I think there's this artsy vibe that's like, no. Like I'm just very deep. Like I dive in deeply, and like that's what I do. And it seems so like nice and glorified. I'm sorry. Like, I went on a first date recently, and I hope we do another one. And it's like, I should do something cute and nice. But the problem is, like, I don't know his favorite, like, snack. I do know his conceptualizations about death and the universe. Like, you know, like, how do you plan a date, too, off of that? It's like, oh, my God, you know what's so cute and fun? Like, welcome to this graveyard. Let's talk about your complicated relationship with your father. Like, I literally don't know what to do with that. Did anyone else here get their BFA in acting? Yes. Heck yes! Yeah, no, let's go. No, I got my BFA in acting. So weird. Like, what a weird place to be educated. It was so strange. It was in a cohort of like 9 people, and on our first day of class, our movement professor sat the 9 of us down, and she was like, you guys are a family. Okay. And families don't sleep with each other. And then we started my education. Like, that's an insane thing to say to a group of people, but at the same time, like, acting school is insane. Like, by the end of the first month, I had seen every person in my class confess their deepest traumas. And then I watched a professor give them notes on it. And I mean, I guess there is some semblance of truth to what they're saying. They're like, oh my God, we're a family, but it's not like a functional family. It's like the professors are our parents, and they have like a weirdly high, unreachable bar for us, where it's not like, oh, we support you. It's more of like oh, Carly, you have weird knees. Can you work on that? And like all of the people in the class are kind of like siblings, and we're all trying to go into the family business, but we all have like different ways of doing it. So sometimes it gets contentious, and sometimes the siblings, despite the rules, they fuck each other anyway. And that's something that goes on. I think there is never a good time to find out that you have a profile on WikiFeet. Something I've found to be true. WikiFeet, for those who don't know because they're sitting next to someone they respect, is a web page for celebrity feet. And a friend of mine was like, "Oh, but Carly, like celebrity feet, congratulations." I was like, "Oh, thank you. I did think I'd join SAG first." And the thing is also, like, this webpage has a link to my IMDb. Like, as if someone's gonna get on there and be like, "Ooh, nice feet. I wonder what else they've been in." Like I don't know what to do with it. Also, the thing is, there's a ranking system for the feet. And, like, my feet are rated as, like, okay. Thank you so much. So if everyone could just, like, get on WikiFeet quickly and just drive that right on up to, like, a 5-star. Like, I can deal with having my feet pictures online. I can't really deal with the mediocrity. That's something that I feel. So I went to... I went to Staples today and I bought some highlighters, which means that all my problems are fixed. Yeah, anyone else here feel like they're always like one office supply away from having their life together? You know what I mean? Like, there's something about Post-its that feel a little bit more like productive than confronting your fear of intimacy. I just think there's something in that. I was sitting in the back of my parents' car, which is a great place to be when you want to figure out where you get your personality from. And my mom was bringing pretzels to this family party, and she was like, and I know what you're thinking, tell me more. And she was like, pretzels are the least aggressive snack. You like, no one thinks to bring a pretzel, but they're happy when pretzels are there. Like, no one doesn't like pretzels, they're pretzels. Do you know how it feels to be like 26 years old and realize, oh my gosh, my parents raised me to be a pretzel? Like, that's what I am. I'm friendly. I make people with allergies feel safe. Like, I'm not a big flavor. I think, I don't take a pretzel. A pretzel's not a bad thing, though. Like, you need a pretzel at an event. Because it's like, yes, someone has to bring the party, but you also need the friend you feel safe going over to. Like, hi, I'm so sorry. Do you remember what her name was? All right, thank you guys so much for Carly Polistina.
Give it up for Carly Polistina. That was very funny. That was very funny and smart. Thank you for doing that. Wonderful. Give it up one more time for Carly Polistina. You're so right about BFA acting programs, how they get everybody into a family. I walked out. I had to leave. I couldn't handle it. They wanted you to wake up at like 8 a.m. to do these voice and movement, and I'm like, you're out of your mind. This is acting. Because I didn't want to do anything. All right, so we have Shelby Latterman. You are in the hole. BK Native Angel Lugo, you are on deck. Can we get, let's see if this, oh yeah. This guy blew it off, the roof off last week, and we get matchup. It's match time, everybody. Give it up for match.
Whatever you want to use. Whatever, if you want to use this. Use that or whatever you want.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna replace the. I'm gonna use a different mic.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Okay. Yeah.
Go.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Yo, what's up? I'm Match. I'm a beatboxer. I'm just gonna do some beats for y'all. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
adjust your dial. Hip hop is just a symptom. I'm pumping that kinetic energy into your system. In your system. Yo, we getting trippy. Bring the heat wave. Yeah, how much time do I have left?
Yeah. If you like, I don't know, if you like what you're hearing, I'm doing a So Far Sounds tomorrow night in Bushwick. Match beatbox, match like the fire. Yeah, match beatbox. I'm just gonna do one more little thing for you, and then I'm gonna fuck off.
Gotta strike the match to light it up. Yeah.
Hey, Matt. Yeah. Once again, Match Beatbox, matchbeatbox.com. If you want to see me doing a So Far tomorrow night in Bushwick. So yeah. Thanks.
Give it up for matchbeatbox.com. Give it up for Match. Hell yeah, it sounded great. You know, most people could not even get up. See, it's not easy. It sounds like shit when most people do it. Give it up one more time for Match. That was incredible. All right, so we have Jake Vevrov. You were in the hole. Luke Herberman, you're after that. We have Kevin Boots coming up. Felix, Teich, Annanya, George, Clare, Donaher. Kuzu Daddy is in the house, everybody. Kuzu Daddy is here. You're in for a treat. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss. We have the greatest entertainers in the world here tonight. Tonight. We have the great Natalie on deck. The great Natalie is coming up. Can we get Angel Lugo? I mean, we need BK Native. Let's get BK Native. We're going to hear some more hard rocking tunes, everybody. So get ready for Angel Lugo.
Alright. Yo, what's good, y'all? Yeah, I know I rap, but I do bring funny tales for the one time. I'll make it quick. Everybody takes the train, correct? Who likes the train? Yes, that's the question we gotta ask, right? Alright, I'm on my way here. Mind you, I got my headset in, it's popping full blast, you know, I'm practicing, you know, I wanna give you guys some decent shit, feel me? And then this fucking dude gets on, construction worker, like he looked like he just did a 12-hour shift, he's in union and all that shit. This motherfucker gets on. I can't make it up. He stares at the floor, looks at me, and we have eye contact. Now, the thing is with crackheads, if you make eye contact, you got to be careful. You see, they got, I don't know about my Naruto fans, but these motherfuckers put you under a genjutsu type shit. Like, they like, yeah, now you caught you. See, this motherfucker just turned right to the floor, got pissed off, and punched the floor 4 times. Like, Damn, that motherfucker going through it. All right, so I'm inspired. I'm going to give you guys that life-changing shit. I'm going to give you guys a quick verse. Do I have any Game of Thrones fans in the house? Yeah. I got some Game of Thrones fans? Okay, I made a beat. I sampled a little some, so I'll give you guys a verse from that, and then I got a track for you. That sounds good? Yeah. Does that sound good? Yeah. All right, I know it's a little late. Come on, yeah. All right, let's get this going. I got to get my phone. Miss Stacy, I apologize. I got to get these still from. I don't know if the gentleman before me is still here, the beatboxer. That dude's fucking dope. He should get another round of applause. Yeah, for real. I ain't even gonna try that shit. Shit gonna be bad, no cap. I've been writing my new album. What I do have tonight for you guys, if you want any connections to my music, I got my QR code. So I came prepared. I know, I've been slacking. I had to bring it in. I got a tape out, I'm dropping the EP, so let's do this. All right, yeah. No, it's time over things we can't change. Friends will turn to foes, now isn't that strange? Can you jump me back real quick? I'm sorry, the beat was off. My fault, y'all. My fault. I gotta hear my shit. Thank you. Yo, y'all awesome, for real, yeah. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Come on, my boy Jon. Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy, and let the man be born. Let the man be born. All right, no more bullshit. Let's do it. Wasting time stressing over things we can't change. Friends will turn to foes, now isn't that strange? Realistic problems, I see snakes within the family. The flushing ad project shuts an 8/11 tragedy. Mother, father, brother, son, caught up in catastrophe. Another tale of sorrow, yet another tale of sorrow. Yeah, try beyond your dreams, man, that could be a motto. But life could be a dream, as he toasts the semi-auto. I remind him that we bleed before it pulls a Johnny Bravo. Life is way too short, stressing over falling out. I'm the one that preaches peace, what the fuck do I know about? People talking shit, so you know what they're talking now. Playing up with dumb hoes, I'm a dumb bull, trying to play me like a trombone. Left my heart cold, I heard she got a love song, love a chocolate. Warming up with the blunt roll, time to humble, yeah. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter is almost upon us. That's one called verse. Kill the boy. I got a little something in the second verse, I remember it. Closer like I'm all might, so listen to me all night. Cutthroat, sellsword, they tell me that I'm no knight. Minority, and of course they give me no rights. Dug within the trenches, now I'm headed for the ceiling. Hell, tell you what I'm thinking, hell, I'll tell you what I'm feeling. Hell, tell you what's the difference between a hero and a villain. Well, one has a reason and a certain set of morals. The other doesn't give a fuck, he probably kill your daughter. Say my style is old school, do you love me cause it's infinite? Newer generation, special ed, it's ridiculous. Ban me from my punchlines, ban me from my rough runs. Flow is all food, have you roaring like it's lunchtime. I'm burned, I'm sorry. Let me give you out the recorded track. I wasn't even supposed to rap that much, y'all. Yeah, let me give you out the recorded track. That's raw, man. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter. It's 4 a.m.
Gangs and gun violence plaguing the city, and authorities say the gang members are getting younger and bolder.
Getting my degree, and I used to clean bathrooms and get up at 4 a.m. every day. Work mental minds, man, I speak about this all the time. Life ain't so divine, minus signs. Brothers drop the knives, drop the rhymes. Things ain't native, why the hell y'all holding back? Story time today, and your beast mode like I'm running back, so run it back. 4 a.m. rise again, let's run with that. I can't sleep, my epilepsy is simply stuck with me. Cynics where they hate me, but I think that they're in love with me. So luckily, they
no manipulation. How my ex really hate me, how she feel manipulated by 5 on the train. Half pass on the bus, took it 5 on the way to work and wonder where's the trust. Got the devil's number now, so I'm waiting for the sun to come. Hollow point singing, new saying it's a running gun. Taking one of mine, so I'm taking one of theirs. Now I ain't no umpire, but the count is now at 1-1. Popping for so noon as I remain confident. Lot of different doubters, man, but I keep my confidence. Rather, I'ma do it as some doubters. Longer hours, more counters. By when I'm on the bus again, and then let's take the train. It's the classic story of a 4 a.m. rise. So will I reach my dream? Will I ever reach my dream? It's the classic story of a 4 a.m. rise. So will I reach my dream? Will I ever reach my dream? 2 p.m. to take them classes, even through the pouring rain. Determine knowledge based on GPA, but what about my brain? Shocking display, so insane. Hey, I blame the flames inside me, saying, is he trying to try me? I know God is trying to got me, but the devil's always fighting, taking seats for theatrics. But I love the theatrical, so I spend my time acting on I'm writing classicals. Another class, 30-minute gap, gonna roll a 5. All those bastards who make fun of me, I live you mortified. Poverty, minority, I'll still become immortalized. Know that native is the name, and now that you've been notified, I ain't one for gory lines, rather one for story time. Mentoring class, time for some communication. That's an hour and a half of some verbal illustrations. Surrounded by the mayhem, surrounded by the narcotics. Pigs wanna blame us, then they hate us when we're not honest. Promise, professor, I will speak the unpredictable, for I'm a one of none, and they call it unequivocal. Will they label me a criminal? Just a criminal. Try to lock me in an institute, just an institute. But this the classic story of a 4 a.m. rise. So will I reach my dream? Will I ever reach my dream? It's the classic story of a 4 a.m. rise. So will I reach my dream? Will I ever reach my dream? Yo, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna drop this on my EP. I'm a bit burnt out, but I got my QR code if you guys want any of my links. You guys are awesome. They pass the torch to the goat right here.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, my boy. Oh, thank you so much.
Get the QR code, everybody. Scan the QR code. Go to the website. Download it. Give it up one more time for Angel Lugo. Those dope-ass tracks. We love it. It's the sound of New York, baby. Give it up for the BK Native. All right, so we have a lot of amazing acts coming up, a lot of amazing show. We're drinking 2-drink minimum. We're partying so hard. I'm going to get blown tonight. Not that way, like the song, okay? No. I mean wasted. I don't mean that way. I mean we're getting blown up, okay? It's a new slang. Maybe you haven't heard it, okay? We just, all right. The audience hates me. The audience turned against me. That's okay. All right, so we have Luke Herberman. You were in the hole. Jake Vevrov, you were on deck. We have Kevin Boots coming up. We have Felix Teich coming up. We have Annanya George. We have Surya Deer and more. Can we get the amazing Natalie? Give it up for Natalie, everybody. A great writer. Come on, give it up for Natalie. We love Natalie. We're stoked to have her read some of her literature.
I have no idea what I'm gonna read. I'm just gonna open the Google Doc. I think I'm gonna sit. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm writing a book of poetry about being a stripper. Sometimes I feel like it's just the same thing over and over. I don't know. This is about a date I went on, but it's like everything makes everything different. It really does. I don't know if that makes sense. I am on a first date, which I never do because I always end up hating the guy. And before I know it, I am tequila drunk, which is my exact type of drunk. And I'm thinking, I actually kind of like him because he keeps taking out singles for me to slip in the waistband of the burlesque performer dancing on top of the bar. So when he asks if I want to get a hotel, I say yes. He had already had vevrov and blueberry pancakes delivered via room service,
And when he booked the hotel as we were leaving the bar, I could see him filtering by the highest amount of dollar signs that Google shows you. And that shouldn't matter. And I used to not care. Really, I used to not care. But somewhere along the line, I started to really care. I started to notice and look. I started to think that love could only mean expensive dinner dates. That if a man didn't spend money on you, how could he love you? They say they only love what they can invest in. And you can't date a man who makes less than you, because then he is just going to use you for your stripper money, and you're not going to have that forever. You're just not. And it is going to go by so much faster than you think. 10,000 hours, I didn't even blink. And even though you promised yourself that your rules were hard and fast, if you just follow them, you can fucking relax. One day you still find yourself in a hotel room with his dick in you, and you are really drunk, and his dick is not big, and he is wearing a condom, and he is begging to take it off, and I am rocking back and forth and shaking my head, no, no, no. And then he says, what if I pay you? And I say yes, okay? And you would too, because how many times have I said yes even though I didn't want to, just because he kept asking? And how many times has he taken it off without mentioning the fact? How many times has something changed in the middle of an act and I didn't even know until it was already done? And this is how lines get blurred, because it wasn't about the money, it just became that way. Because at this point, the sex is so obviously not for me. It is a service. I just agreed. And that means I make the rules and everything counts. I don't care if you don't like me, because I know you already do. Look at you, begging and offering. I don't even think I can stand to finish him. And he is offering more and more, like it is some rare and precious thing, something so hard for me to obtain. And I am wondering if love is real. Listen, I want to love someone, I do. Like, really love them. I don't want to think like this, that everything is a deal. Once I get off his dick and put my underwear back on and lay down next to him and breathe 3 breaths, which I thought was long enough, I ask him to send me the money. And he asks me, why am I making this so transactional? Even though he's the one who undid me from a girl on a date to a girl he is paying. And maybe that's all I ever was, call girl or not a commodity. Just like a normal girl at the club who gets in for free. Just like never picking up the check. Just like a shopping spree. I ask him, why did he offer to pay me? And he says, why are we fighting? Can you please lay down next to me? I would have asked any other girl that. Can you please act like the girl you were pretending to be earlier? I thought I was immune. I thought the things I saw in the club weren't real, but they are. And now I worry that's all sex is, even in the absence of it in exchange, whether she knows it or not.
Yeah!
Thank you. How long was that? Okay, cool. No, yeah, it's okay. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Natalie, everybody. That is real literature. Publish that in the Paris Review. Publish that in the New Yorker, okay? Let's get a Pulitzer Prize for Natalie. Give it up for Natalie. That was fantastic. Really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. All right, so we have Annanya George, the magic. He's a magician. Get ready for some magic, okay? We've got magic happening, okay? There's going to be all that, doves and all of it. We have Luke Herberman. Speaking of magic, Luke Herberman is on deck. Can we get Jake Vevrov? Give it up for Jake Vevrov, the Easy Paradise Rookie of the Year.
Oh, thank you. Keep it going for your host. Give it up for Matt real quick. Oh, look at that guy, keeping the energy high. If I had a quarter of that guy's energy, I would not be selling organs for scratch tickets. You know what I mean? Love that dude. My wife just had our first kid a few months ago, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Don't applaud too much. I haven't slept in months. It's aged me decades. I know a lot of you are sitting there thinking, Jake, you don't look that bad for 42. I'm 27 years old, people. Look at me. I look like I've angered a gypsy in a Stephen King book or something. I look like I'm starring in Benjamin Button if he was fuckable in none of that movie. Oh, my God. But no, shout out to all the underage drinkers with fake IDs in here, you know? This is a young crowd. I like that. Now, I'm buying my kid booze when he turns 18. I don't think it's fair that everything is 18 in this country except for drinking. They go, oh, I'm sorry, you're only 18, you can't drink. Like, she just sucked 9 dicks on Pornhub. Let her have a beer here, dude. If nothing else, to swish the taste out of her mouth, you monsters. And one of those guys convinced her to take out $200,000 in student loans to become a theater major. Come on. He really did her wrong. Yeah, sorry for the theater majors over here. You know, they started having flashbacks like a non-vet playing with firecrackers. Oh, my God, paperwork. I'll be paying it till I'm dead. No. But no, I not to get too highbrow and scientific, but I read a study that said that doctors have found that when a lady or a person with a vagina squirts during orgasm, it's mostly urine. So, yeah, right. You were part of that study, I guess. But so if any of you folks are getting squirted on tonight, you're mostly getting urinated on. At least if you believe what the lying ass CDC has to say about it. You don't fool me, Fauci. No, sir. Shadow ban this, you bastard. Riddle me this, Fauci. If squirt is indeed mostly piss, how come squirt tastes way better than piss, huh? Did you do hands-on research like I did, sir? Not falling for it. No, I'm not really a squirt truther, but if squirt is indeed mostly piss, then we got to figure out what that other little bit of stuff is they're mixing with the piss, right? Like, that stuff's so good it makes the piss taste totally not like piss. What? I can't believe it's not piss. Like, it's delicious. Oh, if it'll do that to urine, which is the hardest flavor to get out of any cocktail, by the way. Even dudes that drink urine don't do it for the taste. You know what I'm saying? They do it because they're dirty little piggy boys and someone in leather told them to. You know, something. But no, if it'll do that to urine, imagine what White Claw can do with that chemical compound. Imagine. With a bit of cheap vodka and bubbles, it'd be delicious. It'd be. But what the hell would they call it? They can't call it squirt. There was already a soft drink in the 90s called Squirt, which tasted just like piss. What? I see what you did there, Fauci. Huh? Trying to trick me from when I was a young man. Guys, there are some people that are so racist they were mad that there's a black Little Mermaid. I'm so racist I was mad back when there was an Irish one. Get that little red-headed potato fish out of the water, I say. She's had enough to drink already. But no, I don't think there actually was that many guys mad about a black Little Mermaid. I think it was like kind of manufactured by the studios to sell tickets to a shitty 40-year-old remake. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of racist guys out there, but those guys aren't usually into Disney princess films too, you know? It's a weird demo. Hey, Frank, before we go to the rally, have you seen Frozen 2? It's magical. It warmed my heart, Frank, when Queen Elsa is my spirit animal, Frank. Let it go. Let it go. Some of you are sitting there thinking, Jake, that's Frozen 1, not Frozen 2. And you probably don't also have Confederate flag tramp stamps. You know, like it's a demo that doesn't cross over much. The only person that racist that's into that many Disney princess films is Walt Disney. He was the only one. But no, my only hope now that I have a son is that he one day grows up to crush the puss. Or the dick. Take your pick. Just don't grow up to be a fucking incel, little man. That's all. We've had enough trouble from those guys. Love who you want to love, but love something. I cannot walk in on him like Zeke heiling a cartoon green frog on the internet and whacking it to hentai porn. I'll kill myself if that happens. Oh my God, incel. If you would have told me 15 years ago that the leading cause of terrorism in the U.S. now would be sad boys that can't get laid, what? You could have given me 27 guesses. We got the world's strongest military. We're getting lit up by domestic virgins and shit. Oh, no one will touch my cock. Bang, 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 bang. They swipe left on me again. Dude, I have such little respect for incel terrorists. If one of those sad boys ever shoots me at Walgreens, I would be like roasting him as I bleed out. Just, I had sex with a woman before I came here today, Tucker. How's that make you feel, huh, bud? We're gonna keep crying and shooting. You couldn't get laid if you had Pete Davidson's cock and a normal-looking face, bud. You suck. Smell my fingers after I'm dead, Tucker. Smell them. First time you've smelled pussy since you were born. You're a gold star incel. You suck. Anyway, you guys have been fun, man. Give it up for your host real quick.
The comedy silence of Jake Vevrov. Give up for the comedy. Hey. That was hilarious. Put this guy on CNN. That was factual. That was important information. We need this. We need the news about the incels. Give it up. Give it up for Jake Vevrov. Yes. That was hilarious. All right, so we have Kuzu Daddy. You are in the hole. The return of Kuzu Daddy. Get ready, everybody. We have the great magic show coming up. Get ready for Annanya. George, I think he's here. So get ready to be dazzled and have your breath taken away. And once again, speaking of magic, he was in the New Haven Independent article. It was a rave. I mean, I think it's safe to say it was a complete rave. We just got this 12-minute standing ovation. I mean, give it up, making their triumphant return, their victory lap. Give it up for Luke Herberman. The victory lap.
Do you want to sit? Yeah, I'm going to. Thank you. Look at that. Already applauded. Wow. Quite the crowd.
While the cold air crawls towards the fire, I am wanting to hold you. And while the hope is draining from my brain, I drink to love, and I'm lit ablaze, lit ablaze. When the waves are eroding the sands of time, when the blackbird who is hurt is the cause of all crime, as we know from crying, there is no justice when pain is free. I don't care for the fog if I can't even see. Oh, 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 oh. While the cold air crawls towards the fire, I am wanting to hold you. And while the hope is draining from my
I drink to love, and I'm lit ablaze, lit ablaze. Has the coming of fall made dead every leaf? With the shadow of my song calls you to grief. You so wish to pass, I am not guilty, but you don't ask. When the water gets warm, I won't be holding back. Oh, 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 oh. While the cold air crawls towards the fire, I am wanting to hold you. And while the hope is draining from my brain, I drink to love, and I'm lit ablaze, lit ablaze. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm Luke Herberman. I have a show October 27th at Pete's Candy Store. We'll be with a full band. Come by. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Luke Herberman, everybody. Check him out at Pete's Candy Store. And check out the article. Read it. Go to the link in the profile right now. Go to the Easy Paradise profile right now and look at it. Read it. Read it. Read about Luke Herberman. Now he's great. Give it up, Omar. I mean, you saw it. Give it up for Luke Herberman. Everybody. All right. So we have Surya Deer. You were in the hole. The great Surya Deer. We're eagerly awaiting the comedy of Surya Deer. We have Kuzu Daddy on deck. Get ready for this special performance by Kuzu Daddy. Can we get Annanya George? Are you out there? He's in the restroom. Okay. All right, let's get Kuzu Daddy up. He made himself disappear. The magician. Kuzu Daddy, everybody. The big.
All right, thank you. By the way, when we were coming here, we passed the Times Square. You're not gonna believe this. So many people, it took 46 to 43, 3 blocks, 25 minutes. Everybody there, I don't know what the hell they're doing. I think so. I say, do you know what? They're really celebrating Christmas. Okay, let's do a few Kuzu Daddy songs. So, Maestro, ready? Temptation. Okay, this is a very good song. It's Temptation. I'm sorry, Walking Temptation. I have a band, okay, he started already.
No matter what you do, no matter what you say,
You got me now, I'm involved. Can't say I'm not to blame.
these things happened not knowingly. I've given you the map and you'll find your way right in.
You are a walking temptation. Temptation, obsession. You are a walking temptation. Temptation, obsession. I look into your blue eyes,
And you will know too much. I think you've got the light.
see right through my soul. Everywhere I go, everything I do just for you.
You've got me thinking of you.
Nothing we can
obsession. You are a walking temptation. Oh, temptation, obsession.
I am in trouble now.
Don't know this could go. I tell my brain, let's not go there.
Words keep saying oh. I've injected my venom.
It's running through my blood. I'm living it, how would it be?
Nothing we can do. You are walking temptation. Temptation, obsession. You are a 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 walking temptation. You are a walking temptation. You are a walking temptation.
Well, this is walking temptation. Without the Cookie. By the way, my name before, Cookie and Madman. But when the pandemic has happened, Cookie disappeared. I don't know what happened, aliens, and she passed away. So I changed the name, Kuzu Daddy. So let's play one more song. Summer, summer, I mean, this is a beautiful summer. Yes.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are so hot. First time when I saw you, I said to myself, where have you been? Oh, Lord. You gave me a nice electric body. I got an earthquake shaking in my heart, shaking in my heart, yeah, shaking in my heart, shaking in my heart, shaking in my heart, yeah, shaking in my heart. Hey, you're so hot, you're so hot, oh, you're so smart, you're so smart. When you're next to me, oh summer. Hey, you're so hot, you're so hot, oh, you're so smart, you're so smart. When you're next to me, oh summer. La 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 la. Hey, you're so hot, oh, you're so smart. When you're next to me, oh summer. Hey, you're so hot, oh, you're so smart. When you're next to me, foxy, foxy, baby, foxy, foxy, yeah, foxy, foxy, baby, foxy, foxy, baby, foxy, foxy, baby, foxy, foxy, baby. When we are together, sparks are flying. Everyone knows below. You stole a kiss from me. Oh no, I bet you are. Sexy, sexy girl, 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 sexy, sexy girl. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are so hot, yeah.
Yeah, you are so hot. He is so hot, not me. Thank you, Kuzu Daddy. Happy New Year. I just come from the Times Square. All right, thank you guys.
Hell yeah. Check out Kuzu Daddy on Facebook. He's got a lot of videos on Facebook. He's been getting a lot of attention on Facebook, getting a lot of messages. I mean, this is very hot stuff. This is the hottest thing in show business. Give it up for Kuzu Daddy, for Christ's sake. That's top-notch production. He's got people all over the world working on these tracks to bring you the entertainment. Give it one more time for Kuzu Daddy. All right, so we have Kevin Boots, you were in the hole. Surya Deer, the hilarious Surya Deer, you're on deck. Clare Donaher, you're coming up after Kevin Boots. We have Felix Teich coming up after that. Aidan Bird's coming up, Jason King, Ruby Hill, and more. Oh my God, it's magic time, everybody. He reappeared. Give it up. Magically, he is going to be with us today. Give us to Annanya George, one of the great illusionators.
Done. Great. Nah. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh, you guys are not ready for what's about to happen here tonight. In the 1920s, there was a whole bunch of magicians that were doing this. I need to preface that. A whole bunch of magicians were doing this in the 1920s, and I've only till date studied the theory behind the following trick, but I've never really gotten into performing it. Until today. That's the cue. Yeah, okay. Are you guys ready to find out what it is? Yeah. Somebody said it might be on a list because of it. Who has experience with a straitjacket? Well, I mean, is willing to tie me up in it. I'm serious. I've never done it, but I'll try. You'll try? All right, come on up. Are you a theater major by any chance?
I graduated, but...
Hey, right on the money, you.
I did study acting.
Okay. Step one. Yeah, you gotta...
Do you want to ask my name first?
What's your name?
What? I'm Clara.
Hi, Clara. Sorry, in this line of business, doesn't matter. But I'm genuinely glad that you brought that up, Clara. Thank you very much.
How tight?
As tight as you possibly want, Clara. We need to make this impossible. Oh my God.
Come on, Clara.
Are you, that does not, okay. Do you guys want to know how afraid I am right now? We can tell. You can tell? How much? And somebody said this side that they're afraid for me? Yes. Yeah? Why? Oh, come on. I just give a whole spiel about how magicians in the 20s were just doing this. Clara, there's so much more.
Oh, okay.
There's this loop here. Okay. And then there's these. Otherwise, it'd be too easy. Nice. Okay. No, you're okay. I just realized a grave error. Clara, are you doing good?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I just got your undergrowth.
Yeah.
Where does this go?
I should have mentioned that. You might have to do that. I'm sorry. I realized I made a grave error, and the error was not setting up the music.
Okay. Yeah, there's this one just goes.
Oh yeah, just buckle it in, and then do strap it in wherever it can go. Oh, did you go all the way in?
Yeah, there's no more loop.
Uh-oh.
But I can.
Do the tightest loop possible, and then like.
Here, I'll tie it. Is that good?
Sure. So, for everyone who can't hear right now, the loop and the hands doesn't go all the way.
Let's try the other
So Clara is just tightening it wherever she can. This is only the third time I've ever done this.
All right, this is gonna work for you.
For me or against me? Uh-oh.
Lovely. Is there anything else? Apparently
How do I
not.
look? Matt. Yes. Can you do some music, please? Absolutely. Somebody suggests the track from the audience. Symphony in C. What? Okay, hold on. Can we do Flight of the Bumblebee? Take your time. First, let's.
No beef. First, we're gonna.
Oh, it's ads. Okay. Whew. That was me wiping the sweat off my brow. Thank you.
Give it up for the great Annanya George, everybody. The magical, the mystical, the daring, the hypnotizing, the mesmerizing. I mean, come on. He fucking escaped from a straitjacket. How many open mics? That's like Lethal Weapon 2 or whatever. How many open mics are you going to see that? Thank you, Annanya George, for bringing that to the Red Room. Exactly. Give it up one more time. That was so great. So beautiful. We loved it. He didn't even have to dislocate his shoulder or anything. And that was fantastic. Please definitely come back. Definitely come back. That was amazing. Where do you even get a straight jacket? Haven't they figured out a new, more humane way to do this by this point? All right, so we have Clare Donaher. You are in the hole. The hilarious, great, amazing Clare Donaher is in the hole. Kevin Boots, you're on deck. We have Felix Teich coming up. Aidan Burns coming up. Jason King. Matthew Houts. Jack Barth. Mac Russ. Joe Briggs. Spoken P. Liv Anton, if you're out there. Aiden Watson, of course. Luca Farrow. And more. Yeah. All right, so let's get the amazing Surya Deer, the hilarious, the killer of comedy. Give it up for Surya Deer.
Yeah, keep it going for Matt, everyone. Keep it going for Matt. Looking like a goddamn accountant in a Tim Burton movie. God damn it. That was cool. That was cool seeing the magician, dude. When they said they were bringing up an Indian magician, I was expecting a math whiz. I can say that because I'm Swedish. No, I'm Indian. Dude, that's cool. I used to be into magic when I was a kid, and I feel like all the magic like kids do, it's all like outdated, right? It's all like sleight of hand and like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. I feel like it would be cool to see like kids do like David Blaine or Chris Angel magic, you know? Like I want to see a kid go up at a talent show and just put like a needle through his eye. I feel like that'd be fucking sick. You know, just like a kid, he locks himself in a glass box for days. That's something I've never seen a kid do willingly. No, that's a joke. I'm a bad guy. No, I'm a good. They should teach that kind of magic at Hogwarts, right? Where it's just like they just like all the wizards just get run over by cars every day. And the bigger the car, the better the wizard. Oh, Dumbledore, he got run over by an RV yesterday. He's the most powerful wizard in the world. Why did you make me do this, Claire? Why did you? She said, do your magic shit, and I was like, it never works. Shut up, Claire. Hey, I'm a big Peter Pan fan, huh? This is something we can all get behind. Where are my PPFs at, huh? Peter Pan fans? Yeah, dude, I'm starting a Peter Pan fan club. It's called the Proud Lost Boys. Let's go. No? All right. Dude, I was watching Peter Pan the other day. I noticed this weird thing. They all live on Neverland, and Neverland's like a weird place, right? They have like fairies, then they have mermaids, and then they just have Native Americans. Like that's like they have a bunch of mythological creatures, and then they just have an ethnic group. Like there's no other fantasy land like that, right? Like you don't go to Narnia and have them be like, all right, so we got fawns, we have a talking lion, and then we have Mexican people. What do you? Welcome to Narnia. It's whack, dude. Apparently, it's offensive to call Native American people Indian. As an Indian guy, I find that kind of offensive. What, my ethnicity not good enough for you or something? What the fuck? Dude, it's so ridiculous. Like, I call my Korean friends Chinese all the time, and I haven't heard a complaint from them. Granted, they're not talking to me right now, but still haven't heard a complaint from them. Dude, if you call me Native American, I take it as a compliment. I'd be honored. I'd make that shit my whole personality. Surya Deer, dead. Enter Little Vape Cloud. AKA he who likes How to Train Your Dragon 2. Not the first. Fuck the first movie. I hate that movie. Dude, I actually had a pretty racist encounter the other day. I was walking out of this bar, and there was this, like, fratty guy, and he was, like, hanging out with his homies. And the guy just yells, "Hey, say hi to your teenage wife for me." I was like, all right, either this guy's, like, making some sort of racist commentary on, like, Indian child brides, or somebody told him about Lulu. Somebody spilled the beans, ratted me out. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's like, dude, that's such a weird thing to like yell at someone, say hi to your teenage wife for me. Because, like, dude, that implies that you've been fucking my teenage wife behind my back. So it's not even a racist heckle anymore. Now you're just showing off, like, how much of a better pedophile you are than me. And to that I say, challenge accepted. No, I'm just, I pushed it. I pushed it too far. Yo, I met a hot girl the other day with the same. There's more to this premise. Jesus Christ. I met a hot girl the other day. Her name was also Surya. She was just like, wow, isn't it crazy that we both have the same name? And I was just like, yeah, can you imagine if we, you know? And she was like, no. And I was like, no, but it would kind of be funny, right? And she was like, no, I don't think it would be funny. And I was like, all right, that's fair. So how about we get to some serious business and fuck? She was like, no. How about this? How about this for a closer? Yeah, I know. I really want them to make a Yoko Ono biopic. Why, Surya? So they can make a sequel titled Yoko Ono, Here We Go Again. Mamma Mia, Beatles. You guys are young. Give it up for your host. Give it up for the mic.
Oh, it's so good to have Surya Deer back. The comedy, attacking the funny bone. Give it up. Give it up for Surya Deer. Amazing. Are you doing any shows? Can we see any shows?
End of the month at Star Bar in Bushwick, September 30th is the show I produced called Launch Party. Follow Launch Party NYC on Instagram.
Follow it. Follow it now. Follow Launch Party. Give it up one more time for Surya Deer, everybody. So we have Clare, Donaher on deck. Felix, Teich, you are in the hole. Is Kevin Boots still in the house? Give it up for Kevin Boots. He's got the Pink Floyd guitar. Check this guitar out, everybody, okay? It's the Dark Side of the Moon guitar. It has all of the Pink Floyd's insignias and symbology on there. Check it out. Do you want to sit?
I'm going to stand. Okay. I'm going to use the chair, though, for lyrics.
And does it plug in?
No, so we will have to just mic the guitar. So there's there's a little bit of setup that has to go down. Surya, that was awesome. You mentioned the Beatles. Yeah. This is a Dark Side of the Moon guitar that I bought yesterday. Yeah. And it's served me well so far. This is also my first time at the Easy Paradise open mic. This is awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around. And this is on. Yeah, I think that's good. And this is also the first time I'm singing this song because I wrote it this morning. Oh wait, I wanted to record this and learn from my mistakes. Yeah, okay. Because that's important. Yes. There we go. Can't even see my face in the video, but that's okay. Yeah, that'd actually be great. Thank you so much. Oh, Tom, I met you too. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. This is called, working title is Loon. Hey, let's count up all the stars tonight. Set our sights on the moonlight. And it'll be just us two. And hey, for every little dot I miss, suppose that I could give a kiss to make it up to you. 'Cause I've been feeling stuck in a dream. When I'm thinking about the moon and me and you. It's true. It's true. Thank you. I got one more song. I wrote this song with a songwriter friend of mine. Her name is Ashley. She lives in Virginia, so she's obviously not here. She sings the second verse, so instead I wrote a rap, so I'm going to try that. New shit, exactly. I mean, it's an open mic, right? There's no fret dots on this guitar, so I'm like, all right. The dark side of the moon. All right. It's the dark side of learning guitar with when you have dots on and you remove the dots, so you don't know where they. All right. This is called Stars. Stars, 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 sitting through expansive memories in the dark. I finally see a traded hand, all these shades of green, to realize the joy is free when I look at the stars, the stars, the stars, the stars. So, like Lupe, yes, a superstar. That is what you are in this foreign car, yeah. A new day, yeah. Times are hard. Truth ain't, yeah, you know, take you far, yeah. Never too late. Cut a hater off, and if they do snake, tell them meet the boss. Me. Stacking bars. That's moon pace. You can catch me when I'm chilling with the stars. The stars, I'm just looking at the stars. So the stars, I'm just looking at the stars. So the stars, I'm just looking at the stars. The stars, I'm just looking at the stars. I'm just looking at the stars. I'm just looking at the stars. The stars. Said the stars, stars, the stars. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Give it up for Jason Boots. Sounded beautiful. What is it? I'm sorry? Kevin. Ah, fuck. I tagged the wrong person then. I tagged somebody else. I'm sorry. Give it up for Kevin Boots, okay? You have a beautiful voice. Really magnificent and great songs. And the Pink Floyd guitar. I mean, come on. The Dark Side of the Moon guitar. It's got the gold. It's got the yellow brick road on it. It's like, have you ever seen that poster where it's all the women painted like the Pink Floyd albums? It's like that, only guitar. It's okay. I'm just the host. And nobody needs to laugh or listen to me or anything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Just kidding. All right. So we have All right, where are we? Jack Barth, you are in the hole. Felix Teich, you are on deck. Clare Donaher, we need your comedy right now. Give it up for Clare Donaher. She's been here all summer, toughing it out and bringing the laughs. Give it up for Clare.
Thanks, guys. Guys, I'm pissed off, okay? You didn't laugh at Surya's magic jokes, and now he's not gonna do them anymore. They're my favorite of his jokes, okay? Next time, a little giggle. Okay, all right. Apparently that's the consensus. All right, do you guys, okay, this is more for the girls, but I guess guys participate. Do you know anyone growing up, did you like having your hair played with? Yes. Gross! Ew! What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Coming in hot. That's a critique I get a lot. So I don't really get that. I think because growing up, I was a little uncomfortable with close proximity to my female friends because growing up, I was terrified that they were going to find out that I was gay. I am not gay. But I don't know, there's a voice inside my head that's like, whenever I sit too close to a woman, it's like, don't kiss her. And I was like, I wasn't going to. Unless she leans in. I don't know. I can't say no to people. A kiss is a kiss. I know I sound a little gay. Whatever. I do that. Okay, side note, I have a reel of this joke and that phrase on my Instagram. And then I hooked up with this girl at House of Yes on Thursday. And she followed me and I privated it. Is that queer baiting? Scanning the room, is that bad? I don't know, okay? Okay, I feel like I'm not allowed to say that I'm a little gay. Whatever, okay, continuing with the joke. Thank you. But yeah, the other reason I don't like having my hair played with is because I have scalp psoriasis. You heard of this? Scalp psoriasis is like, basically if you run your fingers through my hair, they're not coming out the same way they went in. They are not coming out empty. You're getting a handful of Clare in there. Sorry. Okay, and it's like the most, so having a cute girl play with my hair in middle school, that was like CIA torture for me. Because it was like, I'm clenching all of my scalp particles into my skull and trying not to look horny. I'm like, I'm enjoying this, but a regular amount. But meanwhile, I feel like playing with my hair is the most relaxing experience you can get because it's like a fucking Zen garden up here. Just raking your hands through the white sands. Pink if you get a scab. Okay, is that too gross? Are we saying that's yucky? No, are we saying it's sexy? Here I am again. Okay, noted. I will not tell boys that, or girls. Just kidding. All right, I'm going to do my jokes about... I like to segue that joke into jokes about boys now. So, guys, I love boys. Let's give it up for boys. I love them. A little too much, if you ask me. Not in that I like a lot of boys, but I pick one and then I just really, really like him until he dates me or tells me he hates me. Ladies, have we been there? I feel seen. But okay, so there's this technique that girls do. Have you heard of this? Where they'll like tie a cherry stem with their tongue into a knot, right? Oh yeah, you heard of this? This new thing, but I'm trying to take it to the next level. So I'm working on this technique where I tie in a knot a chicken tenderloin in my mouth. It's kind of the advanced version, and extra protein, so my hair is shinier. But if you aren't that advanced yet, or you can't even make it to the cherry stem stage, you can also do it with like a fruit by the foot situation. But it takes 20 minutes and you also have to use your hands. So it's just tying a fruit by the foot in a knot, but it's just wet because you have to start with it in your mouth. That's a new joke. That's new. What did you guys think? All right. Cool. Let me see what else I wanted to do tonight. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's a lot of journal entries in here. Okay. I'm going to do a really old joke for the real Clare heads out there. Speaking of boys, I think boys can be separated into 3 different categories when dating. I think they're either a pirate, a cowboy, or a wizard. Right? You're like, oh my God, I see it. She has a point. She's so smart. Thank you. I'm reading your mind. Okay. But so I'm gonna break it down for you, but I know you already kind of get it. A pirate is like Shawn Mendes if he did whippets. I've dated all 3 of these, right? And then the boyfriend I had after, I dated Shawn Mendes when he was doing whippets, if that's. And then the second one's the cowboy, basically like a conservative guy, best sex you've ever had, but he does not respect you or your boundaries. It's okay. It was really good sex. Sorry, this isn't like the joke part. Okay. And then there's a wizard. And, you know, a wizard is like an older guy. The last guy I dated was a wizard. He was okay. He wasn't that great, but he had a good sense of humor. And he could freeze things with his mind because he was a real wizard. Okay, I think, personally, I think that's the funniest joke I've ever written. It never does well. It never does well. I think I'm going to end it there. Give it up for Matt. Give it up for the mic. I love it here.
So Clare was in the article. Clare was in the New Haven Independent. Go check it out. It was a rave. It was just absolutely fawning about this new hot comedy sensation taking New York by storm. Give it up for Clare Donaher. It's a name you're going to be hearing a lot of. I am sensing NBC sitcom.
Wait, Matt, I have a show on Saturday.
Okay.
It's at the Laughing Pad, and it's at 7:30.
There it is. The Laughing Pad. 7:30. Where is that? The pad. All right, well, check out Clare Donaher on social media and go to this show on Saturday. Give it up for Clare. All right. So we have Mac Russ. Mac Russ, if you're out there, you are in the hole. Jack Barth. Hilarious. Jack Barth, you are on deck. Can we get Felix Teich? Easy Paradise debut, everybody. Give it up for Felix Teich. Do you want to stand?
I would love to sit.
Sit? Fantastic. And does this plug in?
It does. Okay. I'm not sure if it's got a 9-volt in there.
Okay, we'll try it and then we'll do this.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Wow. Everyone here is so... It's just so cool to watch everyone cheese. All right. So this first song is about someone who I dated who worked at the Doc Martens store. There's an ad at the Class and G stop for the 1461s. It makes me think of you and all the things I never knew. Before we knew each other, the way to scrunch my hair, how little you could share and still feel close to someone. Because you sold me at a discount. It's still the thing I'd never do is take a walk in your shoes. I never lied, but I also never told the whole truth. Can we compromise? I miss my hand in your hair. Does it have to be goodbye? You said you don't like to share. Of course, you don't like to share. You knew the names and numbers of all the styles. You said you didn't care, but you did. It should have been so obvious. They say before you're 25, you're still a child. You said you didn't care, but you did. It should have been so obvious. Why'd you have to hide enthusiasm? Neither of us cried, at least in front of each other. Thanks. All right. Got one more. This one's a little emo. I don't know if anybody was an emo kid growing up, but a big part of my growing up. Like a dog, I wanna light up when you walk through the door. And when you see my tail wagging, you know that it's you it's wagging for. You're here, you're back, you care. Something deep inside of me keens. Not that I ever really doubt, I can't conceive of that possibility. But when people love is fear. When you can't be sure how long they'll be here. It's scary every time you go away. It's scary, go on and keep me in your cage. It's scary, I need you, love is fear. When you take your hand from my neck when we're reading on the plane, I get scared, but I'm hoping that you'll put it back again. You point to your lips, so I'll kiss you. Yeah, I'll come whenever you call. Like jumping off of a diving board, it's much more of a leap than a fall. 'Cause when people love is conquering fear. When you can't be sure how long they'll be here. It's scary every time you go away. It's scary to know the only constants change. It's scary, I need you, love is fear. You said you were low, I came over and we fell asleep. I said I loved you for the first time, but I knew that it was a dream. 'Cause I'm too scared to say it. I love you. Love is fear. Thank you.
Give it up for Felix Teich, everybody. Do you have a Spotify or an Instagram or anything like that? There you have it. There you have it, folks. check Felix Teich out. We have a lot of amazing acts. We're going to get to everybody. We are going to be wrapping up by 1 a.m., so keep it brief if you can, or not brief, but just keep it tight. Where you want it to be tight and you just want it all hitting. So that's what we're going to rock so hard here in the late hour, in the midnight hour. Oh my God, it's almost 1 year, everybody. At midnight, it will be 1 year of Easy Paradise. Wow. You have taken this journey with us. Maybe we'll do a shot or something. It's to shot. It's a 2-drink minimum, so we're partying. Maybe next week we'll have a champagne toast. Who knows? We might have to do a champagne toast, but stay tuned for midnight. We'll do a countdown. We'll do a very special. So anyway, we've got a lot of amazing acts. We have Aidan Burns, you are in the hole. Spoken P, you are after that. Mac Russ, you're on deck. Mac Russ, if you're out there. Can we get the hilarious Jack Barth? Give it up for Jack Barth, everybody. Woo!
All right, guys, tight set. Everyone has got to do tight set, right, Matt? Everyone, all right. My apartment building sucks. Anyone else have a bad apartment building? 2 people? All right. Last week, the toilet water in my toilet was brown. That's not good. I thought my roommate was hella dehydrated. I'm like, dude, when was your last glass of water? Like a month ago? Something is wrong with your balls, I think. Is there poop in your balls? I think. Is the surgeon still here? Is this thing on? Poop in your balls? Is that? Waited 2 hours to say that, guys. Poop in the balls. Is that? Maybe is there a Latin term that I'm missing? All right. I don't really drink that much anymore. I think I'm gonna drink every once in a while to make it special. Like on my birthday. I think the more you do something, the less you enjoy it. That's why I feel really bad for guys who have a lot of sex. Because they probably don't even like it that much. Not me. I fucking love it, dude. Every 6 months, I'm like, this fucking rules. I fucking love sex, dude. This is awesome. That's tough? No, dude, it's rules, okay? This guy's having sex every day. You don't even like it, dude, all right? You're questioning your sexuality over here. That's how much you don't like it. All right, well, let's have sex later. What am I doing? I don't know. And when we have sex, I'm going to like it more than you. Okay. Yeah, I've been dating without drinking. That's tough. On Hinge. They have this option on Hinge that says, do you drink alcohol? Yes or no? So I had to switch that from yes to no. And then I'm like, this probably makes me look super lame, So then they also have this other option that says, do you do drugs? So I switched that from no to yes. And I'm like, that's probably makes me look cooler, That was like my thought process. I was like, this will make me look cooler. As if a woman will look at my profile and be like, well, alcohol, no. That's fucking lame. Drugs, yes? Oh, boy. Drugs? I hope it's all of them. That's awesome. Because it just says drugs. It could be anything. And it's just a pill icon. That's not good. It's makes it look like you're just into Percocet. That's pretty much what it looks like. But it's kind of backfiring. I don't even really do drugs like that anymore. So I feel like if a woman would be like, oh, you do drugs? What drugs do you do? I'm like, no, I just thought it'd make me look cooler. She'd be like, that's the lamest thing I've ever heard. I think it would backfire a lot. Haven't been trying not to smoke as much. That's tough. When you quit smoking, you just kind of replace it with something else. So I use candy. But it's not really the vibe, because you like smoking outside of a bar. It makes you look cool. I'm eating a Snickers bar outside the bar. People are like, why did he have to go outside for that? And why did he put it in his mouth and light it on fire? That doesn't make any sense. All right, nice. That was a new one. I I think women are more emotionally mature than men. How I know that is, I think like I was thinking about like female to female friendships and male to male friendships. Like I think I have like a lot of female friends where they're like, you know, they're like they could have a best friend that they're like, yeah, it just kind of became toxic, so we decided not really to like talk to each other anymore, which I think is really mature. For my guy friends, like, dude, if you're my friend, I think we're gonna die being friends, for better or for worse. You know, like I have a friend from high school. Every time he gets drunk, he tries to fight me. And he was in MMA, so he's really good at it. I'm like in a headlock, and I'm like, but we were in 4th grade together, so I guess I'll be at his wedding, you know? We Googled boobs for the first time together, so I think I have to die with this man. I think I have to die with him. I have an ex-girlfriend. Whoopsie, I had a relationship once. That's over. And anyway, she lives in Philadelphia, and she was like, oh, if you ever have a show in Philadelphia, let me know, and me and my partner will come to your show. Yeah, and I was like, I don't really want that, you know? I'm good. Pass. Unless by you and your partner, you mean like you became a cop, you know? And you're like, me and my partner, Detective Steve Reyes, would like to come to your show. There's a known perpetrator who might be in the audience. Also, we love to laugh. All right, guys, give it for Matt. Give it up for the mic. Thanks for being here.
The comedy salads of Jack Barth, everybody. Give it up for the comedy. Hey! That was hilarious. Very funny. Give it up for Jack Barth. Follow him on social media. All right. I wrote a book 1 year. I wrote one line every day for a year. This is today's line. September 18th. Focal points. Just chew on that. Just chew on that for a little while. All right. Give it up. We have Spoken P. You are in the hole. Can't wait. Samson, you are after that. Aidan Burns, you're on deck. Is Mac Russ in the house? Give it up for the great Mac Russ. Great musician, was super groovy guy. We're super stoked to have him back here. I'll just put it on this chair.
Hi, everyone. I want to quickly Sorry. I want to quickly dedicate this song to my wife. She's upset with me right now. I had this one night stand, and we're figuring it out. We went to IKEA. We got another one, but whoa, okay. All right, this song's called Starry Eyes. I wrote it a long time ago. Starry eyes, I'm still lost in that gaze. Oh my mind, how it etches that face. Is there some sort of secret I missed out on? Who holds the key? I'm told to just keep being myself. That's why she loves me. Maybe there is somewhere I can be free, not twisted up by what I fear I'm lacking. I'll find the way life's meant to be. I'll find what'll make you happy. And focus on what you love, even when the night
not thinking of you. You gotta go right back to what you know is true. You gotta focus on what you love. The things you're doing, it ain't a crime. You gotta change a couple things to find your rhythms and rhymes. Rhythms and rhymes, trying to get by with all the insanity we make up in our minds. Jumping forward with no need to. I'd like to climb another couple fenced mountains with you. See, nothing's chaining you. You should live life like you would. See, nothing's chaining you. But figure out what never did you no good. See, nothing's chaining you. You should live life like you would. See, nothing's chaining you. But figure out what never did you no good. Summer surprise. I will keep you in mind while I find my place in this life. For within you, that's where the music grows. All this time within you, I've found some soul. No matter what happens or is ever said, this music will be that love forever friend. From its beginning to its very end, through verse and key, my passion I will send. The things that never did you no good.
Thank you very much. I got one more quick one. This is Fat Tuesday. I wrote it with my buddy after taking a little too much acid in San Francisco one time. So fine for the voodoo night, demons dancing in the halls, sipping some sweet jabuki and a pretty girl on your arm. Oh, and everything is groovy, the world's in your hand. Won't you let Fat Tuesday make you part of the band? Toted away out one last time before 2 footing down the road. Fillmore got fat and filthy, and my mind's about to explode. Everyone's down where the good times meet. The boom boom room's got you moving your feet. Everyone's fat and happy at the Fillmore West, it seems. Everything is groovy, the world's in your hand. Won't you let that Tuesday make you part of the band? Up, down, back again, all-wheel drive, heading up north on the Golden Line. Tacoma, Eugene, Morro Bay. I hope that old Subi makes it all of the way. Oh, and everything is groovy, the world's in your hand. Won't you you let that Tuesday make you part of the band? Toted away out one last time before 2 foot down the road. Fillmore got fat and filthy, and my mind's about to explode. Everyone's down where the good times meet. The boom boom room's got you moving your feet. Everyone's fat and happy at the Fillmore West, it seems. At the Fillmore West, it seems. At the Fillmore West, it seems.
Thank you very much.
It is after midnight, everyone. It's 1 year of Easy Paradise at KGB Open Mic Monday. Let's raise a toast to that. And you amazing entertainers. We're gonna. So we just want to do that. Okay, so are we ready for our next act, everybody? This next comedian's a hilarious guy. Get ready for the comedy stylings of Aidan B. Everybody.
Susie, girl, for crying out loud, you got all the right.
Thanks. No, thanks. It's a yay. Am I the first performer of year 2 of this mic? Whoa, that's crazy. All right. I'm seeing someone who I like. And she likes me, but we can't tell her I like her as much as she likes me, because right now I have the upper hand and it's like this whole power dynamic and I really want to come out on top. No, she's cool. She's like paid her taxes, and that's all I'm looking for, because I'm 4 years behind, and it weighs on me every day. And but I don't know if this is like a common dad thing, but my dad and I were talking on the phone the other day, the way that I don't know, my dad and I have a lot of conversations about the weather, and in the middle of it, he was like, so what are you doing for money? And it was just like in the middle of like, how's your week going? And I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm living off savings. He's like, oh, that's good. I really forgot where I was going with that. Let's see. If anyone wants to trade dads, I'll do it. I'll do it right now. We don't even have to tell them. We can just switch them up. What else? My dad sold cocaine for like 3 years, and when I asked him if he ever did drugs, he told me his first wife convinced him to try marijuana twice. And like, just admit, I would like him so much more if he was like, I sold cocaine, what about it? I'd be like, hey, I think I did the cocaine you sold. I'm sorry if that fucked with your inventory. All right. There's something I wanted to try. I think if you're a racist person, you should have to move to New York. I think that's like the test of if you're really racist, you know, because like that's a lot of work to be racist in New York, you know, like you get here like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of black people. Do I gotta be racist to all of them? Oh Jesus, well that sounds like a lot of work. That's pretty tiring. I don't know if I have the stamina for that. Is it maybe can I just like go somewhere and like not be racist? That'd be cool. All right, cool. That we'll see if I remember that again. I get it's been described to me that I get the zoomies after sex like a dog. I like get in a cleaning frenzy. Is that relatable? Does anyone else just like run in circles in like a small 1-bedroom apartment after? No? Oh, shit. I just confessed something I wanted to keep secret. Oh boy. No, it's like, cause like I don't know. I didn't have sex for a long time. Nobody wanted to. And now I have it on occasion. And it's like a reward every time. Like, you remember how lucky you are. I think it's like when you grow up poor and then you become rich and then you're really grounded. I think that's like what it is. And so I'm just like grateful for life. And then I go to open mics. And like, got this one's for the comics. I just want to be accepted by Broadway comedy clubs so fucking bad. I want Rich, whatever his name is, to let me in and remember to call me back after. Anyway, that really made it sound like I'm getting ghosted by Rich of Broadway Comedy Club, which I definitely am. I don't know how to make this in a joke. But my sister is an addict, and I don't know why I had to look at a piece of paper to remember that. I have like so many phone calls and voicemails from her from when she was still drinking. We've never had like a good relationship. Like it's always like me chasing her, trying to like get her to call me back or text me back. And she got sober a couple years ago, and I thought that would change, but it turns out that some people are addicts and also just have horrible personalities. That's her. She's 11 years older. Her lifestyle bothers me. Now that she's sober, she has a lot of free time. So she doesn't pay her bills. She has to borrow money from my dad, and then she also adopted a dog from Mexico. I'm never opening up again. Thank you all for coming to my therapy session. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Group therapy usually involves the piano, but that's growth. I think that's real growth. I think we showed real growth today. Let's give it up for Aidan Burns. Sharing those. It is group therapy here. We're healing. It's group healing. We're listening. We love it. Give it up one more time for Aidan Burns. Very funny. Love hearing about the romantic life. Okay, can we have Joe Briggs, you were in the hole. Esther Forrester, you were after that. Samson is on deck. Jason King is after Esther Forrester. Liv Anton is on the list. Aidan Watson appears in that order. All right, so can we get the great Spoken P up to do some poetry for us? Give it up for Spoken P. You guys are a great poet.
Shit, I brought the water with me. Well, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Well, my name's Spoken P. I do poetry, but I said, fuck it, man. I gotta say some fucking jokes tonight. This shit is hilarious. I thought I was actually going on before the person that just rudely, abruptly left, so I couldn't even crack jokes on him while he was here. That sucks. But that guy rocks the fucking pants off of shit. And I don't know if anybody ever realized to follow somebody that's like fucking like stole the show. Like you want to be fucking nervous. You know what I say to myself? I say, fuck that guy. I hope his guitar strings breaking next time. But I do got to talk about this because I am a sober fucking person. 14 months next week. Like, if you thought it was fucking hard being sober, you have no idea how hard it was being fucked up all the time. You know? There's a lot of fucking planning going on. I'd get to work and I'm like, fuck, I gotta figure out which bar has the best happy hour. My dealer, I can't forget about him. So, you know, it's a little crazy, but his sister being a broke, sober person, that's a fuck. She's got other addictions going on that he doesn't know. But anyway, to the poetry. Just had to, you know. Sorry. I am sober, so fuck that shit. All right, so on that note, it's funny. Then he was talking shit about fucking being poor. Fuck out of here. I could crack jokes because I got 3 fucking different races in me. So that's the key to fucking cracking jokes on races. Have that race in you. All right. So anyway, guess it's harder than what I thought. Fuck. Yeah. So this is called Yeah, I'm Mental, Aren't You? And this is new shit. And that's the fucking poet community. You know what I'm saying? Comedians be like, fuck them. Yeah, I loved them. They were great. Fuck them. Poets were like, yo, we fucking love all of your shit, even if it sucked. Comedians, join the new crowd. Join the new crowd. It's a lot of love here. See, I always felt different, wondering if I was too fast, forward or moving, diagnosed with ADHD and ADD since a child. That for sure has always been proven itself. Although a difficult thing for me to deal with, but it wasn't my choosing. Because to know what ails you at times helped me. Thought I was my own doctor, which ultimately led me to my regressions. On taking 2 steps forward, followed with 3 steps back, Dr. P was thinking he was always falling through the cracks. Continued with this self-diagnosis. Did I have a midlife crisis, low T, then anxiety to depression? But with depression, at first it was feeling mild, then progressing to manic stages. The lesson? In 2022, getting checked to be told what the truth is. Stop doctoring and guessing. It actually became the best blessing. The real doctor's conclusion? PTSD, due to massive child trauma. Believe it or not, that diagnosis was actually soothing. Now being able to face the facts, I started to educate myself. Then I took a negative and made it my succession. By doing so, helped me push the elevator button to higher floors of me, equaling a higher upward direction. Because along with those diagnoses, I'm forever fighting an addiction disease that's waiting for me to be lying, manipulating, using people, leaving me with a mind never at ease. Now going back to the addictions, then will rob me of everything and leave me on my knees. So please, if you're dealing with things, ask, talk, and get help. There's no in-betweens. I know a lot of people who aren't here because their movie of life ended with R.I.P. as the final scene. I mean, when we say we're sick, we have a fever, sore throat, and sneeze. Or if we pull or tear something, makes us unable to walk, we feel it from our feet, ankles, or knees. But for some reason, when our heart is hurting or our brain, we say it's okay. I didn't eat, not enough sleep, it's been a long week, it's stress, or I'm just drained. Especially when it comes to our mental. Oh, it's just a migraine. Pop 2 of these, pop 2 of those. Those might work until you're unstable. Because on the reels, underlying, the pressure just keeps building until it's unable to stop. Then the explosion happens. Now you're filled with extreme pain, like walking on nails that's inside your sandals. So stop thinking. So stop with the thinking of doing. Start handling your mental issues so you could start moving. If you're by yourself, just call or ask for help. Because we tend to hurt ourselves or take our lives and hurt others that love us. Hopefully by getting help, you could attack your problems realistically and factually. It might be hard at first, but it may save your life. And trust that being real about your problems is the most important thing you need to discuss. It did for me. Currently living sober with my new life, that is a god of a blessing. I'm now able to choose not to live in the darkness, now loving the sunshine, using myself as an example, trying just to save one person by showing my problems that I'm confessing. Spoken P, check your check engine light inside of you. It may save your life. Thank you, y'all. PEENYC_19. I have an open mic that's going down in the Story of Queens Sunday night. Also, this guy's fucking amazing. Congratulations on 1 year. I hope I could get there. I'm 6 months in. Thank you.
Is this your drink?
Yes. It's my drink.
Give it up for Spoken P and the comedy, the poetry. It was all great. Give it up for Spoken P. Check out his open mic in Astoria, Queens. We have a number of acts we want to get to. We got to be out of here by 1. So we have Esther Forrester on deck. Jason King, you are after that. Liv Anton, if you're in the house. Aidan Watson, you're after that. And more. Can we get Samson? Joe Briggs, you're on deck. Joe Briggs is on deck. Joe Briggs is on deck. And the Esther Forrester in the hole. So can we get Samson? Samson, the rebel poet. Give it up for Samson.
Good evening. Well, I guess good morning now. So I'm Samson. I will be a rebel poet. So I call this joint 45 Minutes in Heaven. Goes like this. You ever been through a storm and got drenched and came back even better? Nah? Well, I'm here to tell you. My mind been through some terrible weathers, but a spirit came to me and said, Samson, you still gonna be the champion of your story with the grace of the God's glories. Because you see, to me, dark days for me were like Stevie and Ray Charles trying to envision me, looking in the mirror, but I could not see. Because the devil knew that I was Bushwick Samson, so he tried to play mind-playing tricks on me. But God still put the charge in me. Certain days my mind was blinded from my focus. The light inside of me didn't know how to cope with this. And then it hit like a bullet from a long distance. Embraced my gift. Got addicted and couldn't resist it. 'Cause you see, these stages saved me. Since a youngin', I always been writing in my pages, B. Going through stages in my life. Some great days, others fucked up nights. But that spirit spoke to me and said, Samson, keep pushing, don't stop. Matter of fact, I heard that before. Rest in peace to my pops. That spirit said, keep your light shining, 'cause you can't let these words on your pages stay in the darkness forever. With your smooth demeanor and your style and your words are clever. I said thank you. Because Lord knows that I got war wounds that can't be covered with tattoos, and they sticks in my brain like super glue. And I'm still trying to figure out this mystery of life like I'm playing a game of Clue. But shit, I love roller coasters. You see, life is about making the most of you. Fulfilling your hopes and dreams. You know what I'm talking about, son? And if they ask me how you do this, the answer I'm gonna say, it's only one. 'Cause, word to the gods, it's about being a bully and beating the odds. 'Cause you see, fuck the moon, we all shooting for the northern star. And fuck everything. I'm gonna erase these scars. But what do I know? These are just a couple thoughts from SAM, SON, Samson, signing the fuck off. Love you, Pops.
Awesome, man. Oh, yeah. Give it up for Samson, the rebel poet. Follow him on Instagram. We love that. It was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for coming out. All right. So we have Esther Forrester. You are on deck. Jason King is in the hole. If you're still here and you want to perform, or if you think I'm forgetting about you, message me. Aidan Watson, Thomas Paul, Luca Farrow, Alex Mahaney, Jeffrey Theus. And then, message me. I don't know if Renee Fuentes is here. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going with This guy is hilarious. He's got the Used Kids record shirt on, for crying out loud. Everybody give it up. Parma, the funniest guy out of Parma, funnier than Drew Carey. This guy's funnier than Drew Carey. Joe Briggs.
Drew Carey was pretty good at his job. Thank you. You're too kind. I like it. How you guys? Sorry, I'm gonna do stand up now. You guys, last two poets were very good, and I'm gonna try my best. And if it sucks, then fuck. Then it's gonna be a real downer. No. So I got the sex talk when I was a kid. Did you guys get the talk? Yeah. How did you? You didn't get one? Well, your parents were just like, fucking do it. Not for gays. Oh, not for. No. Yeah. My dad's from Serbia, so he didn't really know what he was doing either. And he sat me down and he was like, you know how you watch Friends with your mom? And I was like, you didn't have to bring that up. And then he was just like, do you get the jokes? And I was like, I get the jokes. And he was like, looks like we're done here. Looks like you know what you're doing. Why don't you get out there and do your best, champ? And it was right before homecoming, so that like my mom, like when I was at the dance, my mom was like, you gave him the talk, right? My dad was like, oh, I gave him a talk. He fucking just going up to every girl like, how you doing? I hate that I haven't thought of a better joke than how you doing. It's keeping me up at night. Anyways, it really is. I was walking the other day and I looked both ways and I crossed the street. And then when I was in the middle of the street, I was like, oh, did I miss my street? So I turned around to look at the street sign. And the guy walking behind me just went, respect. And I was like, what? And he was like, not only did you look both ways, but you looked all ways. And I was like, I'm already in the street, man. Like if something was coming, I'm like, I'd be, wait till you hear about owls. It's gonna change the way you look at things. But I didn't want to say that because it was like legitimately the nicest compliment I've gotten since I moved to New York. So I just looked back at him and I was like, you can never be too safe, stay diligent. And then I went like that and kept going. A rat tried to climb on me. Yeah, so you had a run-in with those fucking dirt devils. It got to like my kneecap. I was trying to get a city bike. I got to my kneecap and then I hit it like an old woman in the movies would hit. I went, no. How dare you? And I made contact. It just kind of like hit. It sounded like you threw like a pack of bologna on the ground when it hit. And it ran away. And I was so like, what happened? That there was a guy walking towards me and I looked at him and I was like, did you just fucking see that? And he just was like, look, man, I don't want to be involved. And I was like, well, you don't want to be involved? I was like, what do you think just happened here? And he was like I said, I don't want any of that. And I was just like, fucking rats, dude. One day I'm going to figure out an ending to that one too, and you guys are going to be like, I remember when it was just okay. I remember when it was just fine. This is new, and if it sucks, I'm sorry. I have anxiety real bad. And yeah, we got some fans in the house. Yeah, you don't seem very anxious about participating. I seem pretty cool with it, actually. I've been seeing a therapist, and she was like, "When do you think it started?" And I was like, "When I was a kid, I still do sometimes, but when I was stressed, I'd like pull my hair." And my parents knew about it. And instead of taking me to see a therapist, my dad would literally be like, "If you pull your hair anymore, I'm gonna put shit in it." And because he was worried kids were gonna make fun of me for pulling my hair, and I was like, you know who I think's gonna get made fun of? The kid with shit in his hair. Maybe, or they're just gonna feel bad for. I was like, but he never followed through on his promise, and I was like, that's because you wouldn't have a kid anymore. There's something there, right? It's not terrible. This is something I thought of. I don't like cops. Yeah. Yeah, fuck them. It's just the most I can emote. I'm sorry. But I grew up in Ohio, and Ohio is pretty conservative. And so I grew up with people that were like, you better fucking like the cops. And so I don't like them, but still every time I pass a cop, I like go like this. I'm like, and then I'll be like, why the fuck did I just do that? And as soon as they turn around, I'm like, but fuck you, dude. Like fucking pig. But in his mind, he's like, that kid respects me. That boy who looks like he would be a trouble has earned my respect. I don't know why. How much time do I have, Matt? I don't. A little over a minute. Okay. 5 seconds. I did the sex talk already. I was going. I can't figure this out. I was going to a therapist, and I was going different therapist, and my big issue is I can't open up to people until I know like you're okay. Like if I know you're doing good, then I'll tell you how I'm feeling. Like it's a problem because when you have a good day, I'm gonna fucking ruin it. I'm coming in hot, and I had a therapist come in one day, and she looked upset, and I was like, "What's going on?" And she was like, "I'm getting divorced," and then I was like, "Let's talk about it." So for the next 45 minutes, we just talked about her divorce, and I was like, "Oh my God, I think I beat therapy." You know, I didn't charge her, but like the coolest. This is like the biggest like dick on the table moment I've ever had. Is I like 5 minutes left. I like literally like pulled my watch up and was like acted like I couldn't read it. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, we got 5 minutes left. We got to wrap it up. And she didn't charge me. She didn't charge me for that session. But it's so cool to see my friend. Like I have friends now that are like, yeah, I'm going to therapy. It's going really well. And I'm like, not as well as it is for me. I fucking lapped you, dude. I'm the therapist now. All right, guys. Thank you so much for having me, Matt. Thanks for having me.
The student has become the master. He's conquered therapy. Give it up for Joe Briggs. Give it up for EU's Kids Records, Columbus, Ohio. All right, so we have Aidan Watson is in the hole. Jason King is on deck. Liv Anton, Thomas Paul, Luca Farrow, Alex Mahaney, Jeffrey Stayes. I'm not sure if half those people are here, but give it up for the very funny Esther Forrester. Give it up for Esther Forrester, hilarious comedian. Come on.
Yeah, guys. Let's give it up for Matt and for the KGB bar. I'm so impressed. You guys are so enthusiastic after a long time. Yeah, you gotta love this guy. Guys, as you can tell, I have this crazy curly hair. And on days like today, I put hair gel in it. And the good thing about the hair gel. You want to go out? On days like today, I put hair gel in it. And the good thing about the hair gel is when I go on a date, something is going to get hard. Yeah. Guys. If you look at me, lucky me, I have the body of a 25-year-old who goes out and parties. Glad you approve. But unfortunately, I have the voice of an 85-year-old who goes to lunch, who goes to the matinee and then eats dinner at 4 p.m. Well, no, you don't. But you can just suck dick, and that's your protein. And you know what these two have in common is they don't know where their keys are. They don't know where they were last. And they don't know who the hell it is sleeping next to them. It is, right? Everything is rough. And guys, what was that? Guys, you know, my sister and her family live with my mom, okay? They're buying the house from my mom. And someone's like, multi-generational households are great. Now your mom can learn TikTok. No, it's not. I just don't think that my mom learning TikTok could possibly be a positive thing. I think maybe like learning like how to respect your elders is more like it. Guys, I was hoping that one would be better. I need like a little more love. And every time my mom asks me tech questions, I get so much pleasure in saying, "Ask Milo," who's her 12-year-old grandson. Like, you gotta love, I just love saying that and kind of laughing at her. And guys, do you ever get, like, bored? Anybody get bored? Yeah, hell yeah. There's a bunch of stupid things you can do when you're bored for entertainment. Like, you know how they have outdoor dining at a bunch of places? You can just walk by the places, and if you see a couple on a date, you can just yell out, "It's not gonna work out!" Yeah. Or if you're really feeling adventurous, you could be like, "I slept with him. He's no good." And you know, I did that. Oh, yeah. Guys, I did that the other day. And it was so cool. And guys, you know another thing you could do that's crazy? Anyone with been with like a married guy or woman? Yeah. And then it ended, you were? Awesome. And then it ended. Awesome. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. And then it ended, right? You know what you could do? You could send him a friend request. Yes. And all his relatives, you could start chatting up his wife and pretend you're interested in her business. Like if she has like one of those Pinterest, you know, sells garbage on Etsy, you could buy some of that shit. Guys, you have all been amazing. You can find me on MySpace.
Find Esther on MySpace. Add her to your top 8. Give it up for Esther Forrester. Very hip. I love when she talks about her mom and TikTok. I was thinking about her comedy the other day because my own parents, I mean, that's why we're here, because her parents don't give a shit. It's okay. We love each other. We love each other. We do. Give it up for Esther Forrester, everybody. All right, so we have, I'm not sure, Thomas Paul, you are in the hole. The great Thomas Paul. Fuck yeah, brother. Aidan Watson, you are on deck, brother. Tune it up, tune it up. Get the car ready, get the car ready. Turn it on. Can we get the king of comedy, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, we are very lucky to have this voice of a generation. Jason King.
Once in a year. Give it up for the anniversary, everybody. What? Dude, that's fucking sick. I'm fucking juiced. Dude, are we listening to Weezer after this or what, dude? Fuck yeah, we are, man. It's cool. Let's see, about anniversary. I've actually never celebrated my birthday. Reason is I grew up Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, see, that's it. See, you guys were like really amped and then you were like, nah. Oh. I didn't think I'd come out of here with a magazine. Jeez, I'm joking. It's cool. I don't know, man. I think that's why I started doing stand-up. Because it takes a lot of boldness to come up here and try to make people laugh. You know what's way more bold? Being age 6 and knocking on a 50-year-old's door and being like, I have the answers to all your problems. Hell yeah. Oh man. Let's see. I talk about music. I'm a big fan of rap music. I listen to rap music. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I heard this rap song recently.